Chat. Oh my god, chat. Hi everyone. Oh my god, I have the bunnies on screen, dude. I fucking forgot that I have the bunnies on screen. Like, not just the Fujitex, but like the other bunnies. Hello, father. Am I all y'all's father? Oh my god, hi! There's so many people in chat today. You all are so cute. How's everyone doing today? They're here in our time of need. Keep the bunnies. We are gonna have to, like the lambs, they will be silenced because we're gonna have to show the fucking call on screen. But for right now, it's your birthday tomorrow. Oh my god, happy birthday. Happy Saturday, everyone. Is everyone enjoying their weekend? I went to Chili's this morning. Well, not this morning. I went to Chili's at like noon. How are you doing today? I'm doing great, to be honest. Went to a lion dance today. Oh my goodness. I have a lab report due on Tuesday that I'm procrastinating on, lol. Real. We are... Guys. Jar breached containment again. I'm so scared. Guys, Jar breached containment again. And now we all have to suffer because of it. Some people are upset at me. They're like, oh my gosh, you just want to milk Jar. And I'm like, you bet your red britches I do. My day was shit. Listening to gangster rap so I wouldn't be pissed. I'm so sorry. I hope your day feels better. Today we have gathered to make fun of this man again. He escaped from SEC jail again. Also, you guys, I would love to introduce you to today's special guest. It's my buddy and friend of the channel, Barbecue Mango. You might have seen him around in my chats, or, you know, yeah, mostly in my chats, or if you're in the Patreon server, you know who Barbecue Mango is. But he's a little nervous, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna let him say hi right now, though. What the fuck?
Sorry,
Mango
I
on
was
the
gonna press
big
something a little.
stream. So true.
Hello,
At Sleeping
hi,
Insomniac
lovely.
Bo 1XM
Oh,
donated
goodness.
£1.99 to the nation. Jar needs to go back to his basement.
Real.
I need that bucket of bolts drunk. I need that bucket of bolts beaten. Hello, lovelies. Hi.
There was a what the fuck? Mustard! There was a donation that we received in the pre-live, so I'll replay that right now.
Yes, ma'am.
At Platinum Amex donated $4.99 to the nation. Hey July, no fan art this time, playing old PS2 games while listening this time.
Oh,
Have
hell
fun
yeah.
with Jar and here's some money.
Thank you. What kind of PS2 games you playing? I'm
God,
on
I
my way
miss
to
my
contain
PS2
Jar.
so much.
Also, be prepared for a new batch of memes. Okay, I am prepared for a new batch of memes.
I know my son was in chat. He said, "Hi, father."
Guys, psychic
Hi,
friend
son.
Toy Freddy literally just spams me with shit while I'm streaming. He just like floods my DMs with memes. Oh my goodness. So if you are unaware, for some reason both Jar and Cinny decided to exist again in the public sphere recently, despite both of them being goddamn near irredeemable in my opinion. And we went over Cinny. We went over Cinny coming back. Sly Cooper and Jack. Like Jack and Daxter?
Yeah.
And no, that's not a game. Is that a game? I'm losing my memory,
Yeah,
guys.
Jack and Jack too.
Jack. Game.
Yeah.
Oh, it is Jack and Daxter. Okay. I just gaslit myself into thinking that, like, I was going crazy.
That's not real.
What's next, Kumo?
What do you mean you're silent?
Listen, Kumo is a very unstable, not great person. He needs to, like, find God and change for the better. But his W...
Inshallah, he will be converted.
You guys have to admit that Kumo's W is kind of eternal when it comes to, like, the fact that Kumo's the reason why Jar's fucking video got leaked and, like, the entire downfall of Just a Robot happened.
Oh.
Do you think Birdie will return? If there is a god, no. Also, Mango's rabbit bunny is just gonna be still and constantly active because I don't know how to get his Fujitech to work because he's on mobile and I don't know how to edit other people's Fujitechs.
I'm sorry, I'm poor.
It's okay. But
I know my son is in chat. Hello, son. I see you.
Oh my god, I can't believe you gave birth.
I did. It was very painful.
Shout out to dads that give birth.
Guys, leave a like for Mpreg.
Okay. My mic is really low? Are you sure? Like, I'm talking loud as fuck, bro. Oh, it is low. Jesus Christ. Okay, let me boost my mic. Wait, why is it so low? What the fuck? Okay. Hello? Okay, there we go.
Hello.
Is that better, you guys? Seahorse dads. Yes, Mpreg, let's go. So if you guys are unaware, recently a YouTuber by the name of Lord Crust made like a full fucking length like documentary about Jar. It's 6 hours long. And he also released the call that he had with Jar unedited. And I've heard it's really bad and I'm really scared. The call is about 1 hour and 25 minutes. We are going to be listening to it starting off at like 1.25 speed. Because if I have to listen to a full hour and 25 minutes of just normal paced Jar, I will cry. And also, fun fact, I forgot this guy's YouTuber name. Like, I forgot that his name is Lord Crust. And so my brain just turned his name into Crude Oil. And so on my last live stream, I literally called him Crude Oil.
I can't stop drinking crude oil. Oh my god.
And Lord Crust, I am so sorry that I called you Crude Oil. Okay. Oh, but put a 1 in chat. Put a 1 in chat if you're ready for whatever bullshit this is. Put a 1 in chat if you're ready to suffer. 7.
Put a 6 if you think Jar can be redeemed. Put a 7 if you think Jar
oh my goodness, that's a lot.
Be electrocuted.
Also, holy shit, you guys, like 150 viewers already. Usually it takes a little bit longer to get that viewership. But
I mean, Jar is a cash cow. What can you say?
You're having people put 6s in the chat. 7. No, I'm gonna cry. I will shed tears live on this stream. But okay, you guys, be sure to like the stream.
Yes, please like the stream. It goes a very long way, and it helps us with our suffering.
And
well,
empty your
truly,
pockets.
I say as if I'm here.
Give me all your money. Let me Findom you.
Ooh, you want to join the Patreon server?
Ooh, you want to commission me? Ooh.
Obligatory self-insert. Ooh.
Okay, the bunnies will have to be silenced for now.
Okay.
Okay. Guys, should I keep the music going while we listen to the call? Because I'm assuming that there's no background music, or should I just pause it? I should join back into the Patreon. It's true, we had a funny call in there yesterday. And Cal, like, was looking for, a meme of an autism creature eating tomatoes. And it took us, like, an hour to find it. Yes, music. Use the music. Bunny censorship. Cancel culture has gone too far. It's okay. I'm your favorite problematic YouTuber.
Just glad to be here.
Okay. Fuck! I'm not ready for this, dude!
We got this.
Okay. It's been so long since I last have seen my son. What the fuck kind of sound was that? Am I incel core? What? No, I got mad bitches.
Yeah. How's it?
Also, Jesus Christ, this guy's voice is deep.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
hang on. I can. You sound like you're in like a drain or something.
Cooking mac and cheese. That's what good pussy sounds like.
How about now?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, Jar is so quiet compared to him. He is like blowing out his mic and Jar is so quiet. This is like my audio balancing, you guys.
Alright, well,
Hi,
shall I just
Salty
get straight into it?
Cheerios.
Yep.
Alright, cool.
You guys don't
do you
remember
hold
the
any
vine?
animosity towards creators like Chud Logic, Queeman, FPS?
Oh, Jesus.
Alright, cool. Do you hold any animosity towards creators like Chud Logic, Queeman, FPS Diesel, Cope and Seethe, or Diesel Patches?
Well,
Is FPS Diesel still around? I remember he's the one that kind of like started the whole blackface Jar. Like constantly making fun of him for that.
Logic spread rumors that I cheated on my GF with a pedo, even though he claimed Cindy wasn't a pedo not long ago. Cindy herself didn't feel like I was making a pass at her, and neither did my girlfriend. I love my girlfriend, I live with her, and I
God bless her soul.
would never cheat on her with anyone. Chud spread rumors about me that I had a rape and fart fetish based.
Jesus Christ.
What a flashbang.
Is that
What
even
a-
spreading
what a
rumors?
introduction.
Like, literally, Jar's FPS posted, like, last month. Hell yeah. Jar literally had a call. And, like, he showed this in, like, his first, like, response to everything. Where Jar was like, hey, like, yeah, I got a fucking rape fetish from this thing when I was younger. And I was like, okay. And then he was like, I didn't actually, I just misspoke. And I'm like, okay. Well, you can't, like, get on people for, like, hearing what you said. You know? Like, you directly saying one thing and then feeling a different way. Like, if there's an implication or something, or anything like that, you know, if you're missing caveats or whatever, that's one thing. But if you're saying, I directly believe, like, I directly have this thing, and then later say, these guys are spreading rumors about me by saying I have this thing. It's like, no, that's just people taking you at your word. And, like, sure, you can, like, be like, actually, I misspoke, and, like, I actually, you know, have the exact opposite of what I said. Then it's like, okay. But, like, it's very disingenuous to be like, yes, this is framing, you're spreading rumors about me. And, like, the fart fetish, just like, bro, you sent fart fetish point to a minor? Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Off of me saying I
Spotweiler.
don't have a rape fetish, but I do understand that when I said didn't, it did sound like did, so I can understand that one. But then there
Okay, no, you didn't even say didn't. You said did.
was me just sending one funny fart image or to like someone, and it was like that was enough to claim that I had a fart fetish, which kind of funny, not gonna lie, but I don't have one. It also was kind of weird to bring up because
This is
I sent that-
obviously the least of my worries. Like, whether Jar has a fart fetish, I don't give a fuck.
image to a 15-year-old, so it kind of seemed like he was trying to imply that I was trying to get a minor to engage with my fetish. And
Yeah, that's
I
a
do
little bit more
understand that the
severe.
guy is content pilled and does it to boost his numbers, but I think doing around 20 plus videos on me is a bit overkill. I don't like the guy.
Jar! Used to be friends with Jar's girlfriend. I hope she's nice.
He exists.
But, guys... Why is Jar saying this? Oh, making 20 plus videos. This is the same guy who, like, A-logged the shit out of T-Moss Boss for years. Like, what? Oh my god, I forgot to change my Fujitech back to the pink. This was my Halloween Fujitech. Hold on, hold on. Guys, watch this. Oh my god, I'm pink again. We did it, chat.
Quality stream here,
But
isn't it?
he's
folks?
a live streamer like Destiny, Vaj, and Hassan. I know what's going to be coming for him in a few years.
Girl.
Destiny, Vaj, and Hassan. I know what's going to be coming for him in a few years.
I mean, I do not keep up with, like, what the fuck the streamer bros are up to. Is this, like... Has Chud done anything, like, similar to what those people have done? Should have an angelic bunny. That would be so cute.
Down the line, and it's something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. I've seen what happened to other live streamers, and what's going to happen to him is just going to be unfortunate. And not saying I want it to happen, because like I don't really have hatred for the guy, and I know his community likes me just based on the screenshots I've been sent from his Discord. But I just can't figure the guy out, really.
Okay. Right.
This sounds so... Chud is annoying. I mean, I don't watch him. This is Jar doing the whole being canceled is inevitable. Like, what is more inevitable? Controversy is inevitable. Doing something cancelable, not inevitable.
Yeah, it's more or less your own decisions that lead you to the social pariah that you've become.
Yeah.
Like you could not have sent what you sent. You could have just not spoke to Cinny, but you did. And
Yeah.
you know,
You didn't have to goon with a predator, you guys. Oh my god. Like,
you didn't have to send like middle schooler Riz tips to a predator. Want to see my hook? Chicken image. Yeah, that's the type of shit that like a middle schooler would send. Weirdo.
This clanker defended a groomer. Exactly. He makes it sound like, oh, you're just gonna get into a controversy, and then like you're gonna get canceled, and that's gonna be the end of it for you. It's like, no, controversy is inevitable, especially in commentary. You're gonna have controversy. You're gonna have conflict with people. Groups are gonna decide they don't like you. I'm going through that very thing right now. If you know, you know. But you know, we fucking ride. We move. Like,
we ball, chat.
Yeah,
we ball.
There's a serious difference between getting into controversy and like having conflict with people and, you know, fucking up, or like people like taking you out of context. You know, sometimes it's a mix of both. Everyone sucks sometimes. But to do something to the extent of evil that Jar did, you know, there's several decisions that led up to that moment where it's like, all right, what are we doing?
Yeah, it was a conscious decision, not exactly a... Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
And yeah,
sorry, keep going.
And as for Kuimon, I don't...
He's hexing him! Yeah, remember when Jar tried to hex Yen? And he was like, it's gonna come for you too! It's gonna come! It's like...
really know that much about him. Last I heard, he changed sides, and a lot of people hate him now. As for FTSD...
What the fuck are we talking about?
And
sorry, keep going.
And as for Kuimon, I don't really know that much about him. Last I heard, he changed sides, and a lot of people hate him now. As for FPS Diesel, he claimed my GF looked prepubescent in an attempt to make me look like a pedophile.
That's crazy if he did say that. That's crazy. We disavow.
He said he would face dox her if I made another bad take.
Oh, that's not good.
What?
Bro's own chat. Yeah?
That sounds crazy. Sorry.
I mean, this is... Oh, Jesus, 1 second.
At Starship Zero Inoft 1 donated $2 to the nation. Is this dude going to pull an Nuxtaku grift?
He's already been on that Nuxtaku grift. I hate to inform you.
Every time... You know what I love about Nuxtaku is every time he has a take on Twitter, people respond with the fucking picture of Jaden Animation saying, can you fuck off? Which I think is fake, but it's still funny.
Outland Clipper donated $4.99 to the nation. I knew it was only a matter of time before Jar poked his head back out after the Sunny video dropped. Those two are connected at the hip ITH's point.
Isn't it beautiful, you guys? It's
terrible.
A fake message,
I can't wait for Birdie to come back.
Oh, thank you guys, though. I call dibs on playing myself in the Just a Robot biopic. Tia Moss Boss. Dude, remember, like, I don't know if you've heard this call at all, Tia Moss Boss. Is there another name I can call you by that's, like, more of a nickname or anything like that? Just, like, you know, Tia Moss Boss is a little bit of a mouthful. But if there's not, then it's fine. I'll get over it. I'll, you know, I'm not gonna shit and cry because I have to say 3 syllables. But, you know, call me my government name, Tyler. Okay, Tyler, did you know, like, I don't know if you've heard this call at all, but, like, Jar literally is like, yeah, you know, Chud Logic made, like, 20 stream highlights on me, and I was like, aren't you the guy that fucking A-logged and, like, repeatedly went after T Moss Boss, or, you know, Tyler? And, you know, it's funny, because, you know, Jar also, if you guys remember, Jar talked about the thumbnail that, you know, Ponder Sprocket made, where, like, it looked like they were gonna, like, wanna fuck. And yes, that's bad and it's inappropriate. I don't think it was SA art. I don't think it was depicting sexual assault. But it's also, like, Jar has no room to speak on that front. Because Jar also made thumbnails where, like, his Sona was, like, grabbing T Moss Boss by, like, a tie. And, like, pulling out his collar to, like, give him a kiss. He has at least 10 years worth of content on me, him and his fans. Exactly, dude. So I'm just like, it's fucking rich, you know? Exact same pose almost. It's pretty fucking close. It's still on his channel too. Yeah, like what? Actually, I want to see if we can find it. I want to see if we can find it real quick.
You can't make multiple videos on me. I'm sorry, buddy. Must I direct you to your IP hazard drama?
Team Moss Boss, is this a playlist on Just a Robot's channel? There's 2 hours worth of content and 10 videos, bro. Team Moss Boss is evil. Team Moss Boss does not understand anything. Team Moss Boss, the movie remastered. Team Moss Boss, last video on Team Moss Boss. Reaction channels have gotten worse. Response to Team Moss Boss. Team Moss Boss does not understand Just a Robot. Team Moss Boss is a hater and a hypocrite. Like, this is the guy being like, you're making too much content on me. See, and then, oh my god, here it is, here it is, here it is. Open the image. Look, you guys. This is the fucking picture. This is the thumbnail. Mind you, this is all because I didn't want his advice on being a content creator. Like, you didn't fucking go with a fucking child diddler and be like, you're not a groomer, actually, because you don't want to rape the child, like, bro? Mans can't say shit about Ponder's art. He gooned too close to the sun. This is ridiculous, you guys. Fuck Jar.
You gooned until
Not
you
actually,
groomed.
dude.
His words, not mine.
Yeah. What even is this thumbnail? Horrific. Team Moss Boss killed my grandma. Because reaction channels killed my grandma!
Alright, keep going.
Yeah, his own chat turned against him for that, and I told you about that in private, and you said, oh, I think that he just means drama. Well, I made some more drama content,
Edagii donated $5 to the nation. I think we should cask of Amontillado Auto Jar so we don't hear his stupid opinions again.
We should cask of Amontillado? Or Amontillado? What does that mean? I don't remember that word in Spanish. Who's T Moss Boss? T Moss Boss is a guy that Jar has had beef with for a decade. And it's ridiculous.
And by his own logic, I guess he agrees with every take I've made. Like, none of them could be bad takes by his own logic.
When you said...
I don't know, maybe he just changed his mind. Like, cause yeah, if he was wanting to be like, yeah, I'm gonna face dox your girlfriend, like, if you do more drama, then like, yeah, that's fucking, like, don't fucking do that.
No, when you mentioned the doxing thing to me in the DMs, I thought you were, like, I didn't know you were talking about FPS Diesel. I thought you were just talking about, like, you just said someone was trying to blackmail you.
Ed Shrojini donated $2 to the nation. Jordan 2026.
My eyes. have
Jordan
seen-
2026, chat. Hi,
not
Schrodinger.
What? What did I not read? Did I misread something?
Hmm?
Also, yes, Jar Tent in the big 2026.
You with like your girlfriend's docs, and I was like, oh, well, that
what
sounds
else
fucked
would you
up.
call it? Yeah, like what else would you call that? If I said to you, hey, dude, if you make another bad take, I'm going to release this personal information about your significant other. Would you consider that blackmail? If I said, dude, if you don't do this, I'll do that.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty. I don't know if it's.
I don't know if that's technically blackmail. If you want to be a stickler about it or use the colloquial definition, colloquially, it's probably blackmail. To be like, I'm gonna release like unrelated personal information about you. There's a story of Edgar Allan Poe where a guy is bricked up behind the wall and dies. Oh, guys, I don't know Edgar Allan Poe that much. The only poem I really know from Poe is the one about the guy who kills the person he works for because he has a glass eye and it drives him crazy. And then he hides his body under the floorboards, and then the cops come and they're like, just like, oh, haha, we're chill. And like he thinks that like they're all making fun of him and like they know that he killed the dead body, and then he like dies or something.
Yeah, Telltale Heart.
It's funny how he says that, but in one of the videos he made about me, he criticized how I was processing my friend's death in 2016. Oh, I'm so sorry, dude.
Jesus Christ. All
That
right.
sounds horrible. Like, fuck. Jar's lying. FPS Diesel was saying if the girlfriend keeps going, talking to people... keeps going and talking, people would know, or something along those lines. FPS Diesel did not threaten to dox. And even Lord Crust shows this in his 6-hour vid. Okay, I'm glad you cleared that up. Like, yeah, I'm just saying, like, if that happened, then that would be bad. But, like, I'll take your word for it that it didn't happen. But, you know, everyone do your own research.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like
Absolutely,
blackmail.
everyone.
I'll make drama content or something, but I don't know. But I mean, I would just recommend you do that anyway. But do you have anything else? Sorry to.
And you know, Jar never provides evidence for shit in this house.
I don't.
What the fuck just
Well,
happened?
You asked about diesel patches. That was the last one, I think, aside from Kumo. But
And
No!
as well.
you didn't add that to the list.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention that on the list. Yeah,
No, he did. He did literally mention Cope and Seed. Good old Becky.
At Siltai Cheerios donated $5 to the nation. Head hurty and anything this rust collector says doesn't help him out.
Thank you very much.
I love the creativity of slurs on Jar. I encourage it.
This rust collecting. I'm good now, guys. Trust me, it brought me laughter to see him getting canceled in 2024. Hell fucking yeah. Dude, you have no many, like, he talked about it. He was like, man, it's such a shame that, like, so many people wanted to see my downfall. And it's like, because you treat everyone like shit, dude. You lie about everyone. You, like, go after everyone publicly for no fucking reason. You're racist. You're, like, a fucking piece of shit. You're a fucking MAGA dude. Like, bro.
Openly
You
transphobic.
yeah, you fucking stalked the girls at VidCon. Like, yeah. Fuck you.
Questions when I was preparing to talk to you today, because to be honest, I was kind of lacking on that regard.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm just happy someone gave me the questions ahead of time beforehand. And as for Diesel Patches, he did a video on me when I said I think things are a little overblown, but the dude is funny as fuck. He did say what I did wasn't...
He's never lost a drama. What a stupid fucking take to say. He's never gonna let that down.
Unforgivable, and I have a...
Like, oh, I'm such a drama winner. Like, shut up. Not everyone is winning or losing in controversy. Sometimes people just disagree.
Chance to make a comeback, so honestly, he's kind of alright in my book.
This is not Rin. This is Barbecue Mango.
I still watch Diesel Patches from time to time. I just don't think he understood the full story. Would you like me to get into Kumo or what's his face, Cope and Seas first?
Oh god.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about Kumo in a bit anyway, but I reckon actually, yeah, while we're here, Cope, might as well go through Cope and Seath, yeah.
I thought, like, I watched his video and he's like, oh, Jar's the real backstabber. He just projects that people backstab him because one time he got into a Twitter argument with someone, therefore he's the real backstabber. And I was like, what? Or when he...
That's not what happened. What? That's literally not what happened in Beckett's video.
He brought on, what's his face? Toasty something, like Toastify or some shit, and he was like, oh, Jar always came across as a snake in the grass, and I was like, dude, why is this even in here? Like, I don't think I've ever spoken to this guy. And even Turkey Tom was like, I've never got that impression from Jar. The only, like, everyone said, oh, he's really
Turkey Tom.
Ooh, we really gonna listen to Turkey Tom, knowing what just happened?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the fucking details.
Yucky,
of all that
yucky.
shit. I don't know the details of all that stuff, so I can't speak on it.
charitable, but like, as soon as...
Hi, baby bat. Jar only one drama that were already over. Most drama were Jar dancing on the grave of shit that was done and claiming he did something. Yes.
He got some backlash for that whole Destiny thing. He went right back to talk about me. He claims like, oh, if Jar talks about you, he's going to talk about you forever. Bro is still bringing me up in videos about like I Heart Kim Possible a lot. I have nothing to do with her.
Yeah, I don't know.
I always kind of found it like his video on me to be ironic. I
don't even know what the point is for that. It's probably because you keep doing shit, Jar.
know why every live streamer like promoted it as like the definitive video on Jar. It's like, oh, Jar seeks revenge against people, according to this person.
He literally does. Jar literally fucking said that he can't barely fall asleep at night because, you know, every time he's like about to fall asleep, he just feels angry and filled with desire for vengeance.
I'm not
he does.
Not examples or go into detail. It was a lot of claims with like very little evidence in my book.
Well,
okay,
but I don't know him as a person very well. I haven't interacted with him that much, so I don't really have. And
he literally said he wanted revenge to Lyle. Why lie? Exactly.
It's really hard to have animosity towards people I've never met because I don't know what's going in their mind. I don't know what's in their heart. Maybe he was lied to. Maybe he was misled. I have no idea.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I guess do you want to?
Copen's whole video was just him saying, "Let me hear what other content creators think of Jar." So did Jar not watch the beginning of the video on why Beckett made his video? You think Jar listens? You think Jar listens?
Bold of you to assume that he listens. I'm just parroting at this point. My bad.
I mean, it's fine. Like, you're not really that much of a public figure. Guys, can we get some hearts in chat for Mango? I think he's just nervous right now because, like, I don't think he's ever been on, like, this is my first
stream.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
It's okay. You get used to it. How many times are we gonna keep telling you this lesson, Robot Man?
How many times are we gonna tell you this lesson, clanker?
Oh my god.
Yeah, honestly, Kumo in my book is the reason why everything happened to me. If he didn't leak...
See if Jar agrees. This is like, you know, Kumo may be evil in a lot of ways. Kumo may need a lot of fucking help and, you know, should find God before he ever thinks of doing anything public again. Oh, these are made by, Nabi on Discord. These are made by, you know, Matthias.
Yeah, you guys should totally go get your own bunny.
Let me go ahead and...
Fairly priced, too. Fairly priced.
Yeah. What benefit did Jar get from defending Cindy Barrow 3 anyways? I don't know. Contrarian points?
I guess.
I would have been able to...
He was gonna originally try to get some pussy points, but, you know, that didn't really fall out.
Guys, do you want me to, do you guys want me to open my can?
Would it be a Chuli stream if you didn't?
Okay. Oh my god, hi AC Spacies. And also,
I
hi
finished.
Clover Bites.
Hi AC Spaces. Hi Clover.
Yo.
Reach out to
It's all over the
like
screen.
I said I would, and
What
I was
the
also in the
fuck?
process of doing, which I already proved in my first response. Like I said I would, and I was also in the process of doing, which I already proved in my first response. And if Kumo didn't exist, none of this stuff would be happening to me. Bro called Eno a little slut or something.
Yeah, I did hear that, like, Kumo was, like, degrading like NO for being roped into like, you know, inappropriate sexual behavior as a minor, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? But like I haven't seen any proof of that. I've just heard it from people I trust, and I'm like, okay. But you know, I can't confirm that.
The guy claimed my plan was to rape Cindy, even though my plan was to get on her side.
I've seen that clip, yeah.
Yeah, so I could get the contact info of Eno and Jack, and also get their side of the story.
Kumo's fucking evil. Yeah, probably. Blaming Kumo for everything is crazy. Like, dude. Like, he's basically saying, well, if it weren't for Kumo, I wouldn't have gotten caught. And it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. None of this would have been happening. Are you sure about that? Like, he literally said he was ready to upload it. And, like, he said that his, like, roommate would have had to, like, go over, you know, this stuff. And, like, if the roommate found anything. So, technically, it's also Professor Dreadlock's fault, apparently, now. And it's like, dude, you know that Professor Dreadlock already, like, fucking agreed with your stupid point. You know, according to yourself.
Everybody's fault but mine.
Yeah.
Guys, I promise.
Yeah, I mean, that's how Jar is. Nothing is his fault ever. How old is Jar again? Too fucking old. He's like almost 30 if I remember correctly. Or at this point he might be 30.
Yeah, he's pushing Unk. He's pushing Unk, chat.
That's what I was in the process of doing. Like,
Right.
and I showed that. I was like, hey, after I made this draft, I was like, okay, like I need to reach out to Jack and Eno now and get their sides of the story.
Yeah, so...
Huh? Yeah, okay, I've talked about this before. None of Jar's content creation methods make any fucking sense.
Okay,
Because he's like, yeah, I just made fully fucking edited videos and then scrapped them. It's like, no one just does that on a whim, Jar. No one's going to buy that.
Dude. No one fucking does that.
Going
It's
back-
taking me over a year to just script the video that I'm doing. Why would you make a fully edited...
At Siltai Cheerios donated $2 to the nation. Even his boyfriend is catching strays now. Dang.
Exactly.
Bro, do you think they still touch each other's butts? Sometimes I wonder when he talks about, you know, Dreadlock.
back a bit. You mentioned the 15-year-old that you sent file porn to.
What a fucking awful sentence.
Do you, like, was that the kid that you had or like, because Chocolate Latte mentioned that you had a Smash Bros beef with a kid on Discord? Was that the same kid?
No, it wasn't porn. It was just
Oh,
like,
sorry,
a funny
fetish,
shot.
yeah, fetish shop, yeah, or whatever the fuck, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't. There was no naughty bits being shown, and I just sent it because
Naughty bits. Why does Jar talk like a kid? Like, he refers to, like, dicks and stuff as pee-pee. I'm like, I'm sorry, are we 30 or 13?
Yeah. Must I remind you, in the Cine call, he said, like, you better thank your vagina you have a PP. He's, like, pushing 30, and he talks
you better
like
thank your
a fucking
vagina, because this
kindergartner.
would be so bad if you had a PP. I'm like, what are we doing? Because Jar is mentally a kid. Oh, God, don't give him that defense. He talks in such a
Give
way that
him
makes me
the
lose my fucking
smile.
mind.
and we didn't have a beef. We just played it together. Like, I used to play Smash Brothers Ultimate with people in my Discord. Mostly, of course, if you see my gameplay, I fucking love playing as Hero. Hero is by far the most fun character to play with. But I don't think I have beef with him through Smash Brothers. I think we just played together, and I think I sent him that before I knew his age. And of course, like,
He saw
both of
Lio
the
as a
things
father figure, despite them being similar in age. God.
that people have said, oh yeah,
Also,
check
Smash
for the person's
Brothers
age. Both of them
mentioned
happened in the same year.
you.
And
Guys, I have a Switch too.
ever since then, I haven't repeated that same mistake. I always am like, you know, just in case, I better check your age, even if I can put this in a YouTube video without it getting age restricted. I still should just make sure, just for, like, you know, the PR and all that.
Yeah,
Wii Fit Trainer is goated.
I mean, more than just PI, I think that it is a good idea to check age, especially if you're gonna be sending around like sexual content or like fetish content.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Why would you send fetish content to someone whose age you don't know of? Unless you're in, like, an 18-plus space, which... Guys, the fact that Jar's server was, you know, mixed age is kind of... I want to die.
Because
Yeah.
it just stood into his harm more than like necessarily the optics or whatever. But yeah,
but I wasn't sending him it because I'm like, haha, look how sexy this is. I sent him it because I was like, dude, look how funny, fucked up this image someone posted in my Discord is.
Guys. Not gonna call Jar a groomer, because, like, you would have to, you know, she would have to be aware of the person's age for that to be accurate. But it's not a good defense to be like, I sent the porn because I thought it was funny. Like, that is a desensitization tactic that a lot of groomers use to people who they do know the ages of. And again, I don't think that that's what Jar was doing. I think Jar legitimately didn't know because he's a fucking idiot. But, like, this is such a bad defense. Finally arrived from work, and what do I see? Jar refusing to just stay away. For fuck's sake, these idiots can't just take a hint. Yeah. Jar is too much of a dumbass to be a groomer. That sounds too charitable. That sounds like a bad road to go down. You know, that kind of sounds like, you know, Colleen's fucking not a groomer, just a loser. Like, no, you can be a fucking idiot. Like, actually, like, super fucking dumb. And, you know, still take advantage of minors.
Be a doo-doo head and still be a ditty blood. It's pretty... it's pretty... There's no, like, intelligence cap on taking advantage of children. And, unfortunately, Jarsif here, well, he is kind of a doo-doo head.
Yeah.
Chat, leave doo-doo head in chat.
Yeah, I mean, those two aren't, you know, mutually exclusive. Yeah, like Colleen Ballinger. The toxic gossip train.
Yeah, so did you actually watch that, because I know you addressed it in your response video, but did you watch Choco Latte's, like, Cool with, Give an Ant?
No, Give an Ant. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore the existence of Give an Ant. He's gone.
I say the name. I knew about the end part. Now I understand. I watched clips of it and saw, like, I think Chud's reaction to it, but this was like a year ago, so I don't perfectly remember it. But I remember she even admitted, like, oh yeah, I was over dramatic, and she claimed, like, oh, like, other people knew about this, and I will be getting their testimony. But, like, I don't even remember this. It was so many years ago. So, like, can the testimonies of other people from something that happened 4 years ago even be like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Trusted.
Accurate? I guess that's the word I could use. Accurate, because I don't even remember that happen.
I mean, yes, I remember things that happened to me many eons ago. Some of them pretty clearly. Especially if they had, like, a big effect on me. But I don't, you know, if Jar doesn't remember it that much, it's probably because he didn't think about it that deeply. Or care that much, which, you know, you can make your judgments on that, but, you know, it's not impossible for people to remember things from years ago.
And it took me a while to figure out that this image was made around the same time I made my video about porn being drawn of Jade Animations and Wolfie Chew. And then I remembered, oh, I had that image commissioned because I was going to use it as a thumbnail, but then I decided not to because, well, how stupid would I be to be like, you shouldn't draw porn of these characters. Anyways, here's a not safe for work image of these characters that I use for a thumbnail. That would be stupid. So I ended up...
I mean, it sounds like Jar.
At DeanDraxon8752 donated $4.99 to the nation. Why is this dude even giving Jar a platform? We all know he needs to leave at this point.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, the response to this is mostly just, like, people pointing out, like, yeah, this Jar is just fucking digging his grave even deeper. Which is, like, yeah. Again, with his sorry ass excuse. But thank you, though.
Of not using it.
Right, sorry, I lost track. So actually, yeah, no, I was gonna say, you mentioned in, your, okay, so I know that's right. It's just like along the lines of, I guess that's why you like guessed. So it's like sort of you don't have a perfect memory of it. It's like sort of conjecture that you're assuming the reason you asked for the Jane animation spawn is because you're making, like, you wanted the thumbnail for that.
Yeah, because you look at that, I looked at that image and I was like, that looks like an image you would put in a thumbnail, and it took me a really long time, but then I found out, wait a second, this happened around 4 years ago. I also made this video 4 years ago, so, like, the time...
So it took Jar spending literal money and getting the finished product about, you know, NSFW of a real creator to be like, maybe I shouldn't do this.
Huh. Maybe I
What are
shouldn't
we-
put
what are
porn
we
of someone
doing?
on my thumbnail.
What are we doing?
Not thinking, apparently.
Lord Crust was gonna make a video. Lord Crud? Is that like a slight, or did you just misspell or misremember the name? Was going to make a video about Jar without an interview, but he came to him offering it. Sometimes people will come to the realization years later because at the time it felt so normalized. Exactly. That happens so much with a lot of the shit that I've been through. Like that shit
Me
kind of
too.
just, yeah, that shit kind of just happens. You know, you unearth memories.
Timeline does seem to match up, so I think that's why I had that image, like, not really commissioned because they weren't getting paid for it. They were just getting
Misremembered law.
the art role, and but I definitely
You are so not one to talk, bitch. Exactly.
do not remember asking for fucking rape porn of Jaden. I definitely
Jesus Christ.
don't remember
I get flashbanged by the terminology every time.
that,
Okay,
and I'm pretty sure I didn't do that.
okay, because that's what I was gonna say. They also, I know that you addressed that in your video, but one point that you did not address is that they claim to have made their age clear, like the age 17 clear in that call, where they also claim that you asked for Jane Animation's rape porn. Do you have
I
anything?
thought I did it.
Oh,
I thought I did address that.
oh,
Yeah,
maybe you did. Maybe you did. Maybe I missed it. Sorry, but if I
I
did,
can address it
that's
again
fine.
if you don't
Yeah.
mind.
Did Jaden really reject Jar? Was that parasocial? It wasn't intentional. Jar, like, asked out Jaden on a fucking date in a video, which is a normal... See, the life of a woman. The life of a woman online. Is that, you know, weird men talk about how they're really into you and then they ask you out on a date in their fucking YouTube videos. And then, like, it was something like the very next day, Jaden released the video where she's like, hey, I'm like Aero Ace.
Yeah, sure.
And it was like, lol.
Yeah, like, I don't remember a random call I was in 4 years ago. I think it would be pretty random for someone to say, I'm 17, and for me to say, oh boy, you want to draw a porn for me? That, like, just the optics alone. Like, I know some people told me, like, dude, bring up that you live in Texas. The age of consent is 17. I would just look at them like, why the fuck would I say that? I'm not trying to fuck her.
What the fuck? Who the fuck was advocating for that? Hello? Who the fuck was like, yeah, that's fine? Who the fuck asked someone out on a date through a public video? Jar. That's who the fuck. Oh, hi, Mimi. How are you doing? Yeah, she didn't do it on purpose, but the timing was hilarious. Exactly.
And I don't care if the age of consent is 17 over here, because that's such a bullshit legality equals right argument.
Right.
Like, if
I agree with that. You know, legality does not always dictate morality. By, you know, dictated or exemplified by the fact that, you know, people in fucking Kansas, trans people in Kansas, have to be legally, you know, misgendered, or else they're breaking the law.
he told me, like, I don't remember her telling me I'm 17 and then me saying draw porn of me. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know why anyone would do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a difficult thing. It kind of comes down to a he said, she said at that point of being like, you know, this person is saying this other person is saying that. You know, you should always consider what people have to gain and what they have to lose in situations like this when they're making big choices. But, you know, it is what it is. It's difficult because there's no, you know, evidence of stuff. I think that, you know, it's incredibly irresponsible for Jar to have mixed-aged company and, you know, accept, you know, an NSF, like pay to have an NSFW drawing of Jaden Animations and say, like, oh my god, that's hot. Because remember, you guys, when the person showed him the drawing, he said, that's hot. And the fact that you're in, like, a mixed-age space and you don't check the not the genders, what the fuck is wrong with me? Ages of the people that, you know, you're getting, you know, some fucking risque shit from, some NSFW shit from. That is on you. You are being incredibly fucking irresponsible. And, like, I don't know, just take your lickings. Even before the Aero Ace video, Jada made it clear that she didn't like people sexualizing her like that. Jar violating that boundary behind the scenes and then public trying to profess his love is fucked. Exactly. He's a creepy ass fucking man.
I don't remember her making her age clear to me in that call. I don't even remember what we talked about in that call.
It should have been made clear to you. Yeah, play it safe. Like, if you're gonna have mixed company, which, like, I don't have mixed company, my Patreon server is 18 plus. Like, at that point, like, you know that all the people you're talking to are adults, and you know, if someone is somehow lying about being an adult, then, you know, that's not on you, because you specifically say, hey, list your age, you know, this is an 18 plus space, you know, verify who you are. But the fact that there was, like, absolutely no vetting for the people of ages, that, like, shit like this could even happen, like, the fact that this shit could even hypothetically happen and it would fall on Jar's responsibility, crazy fucking shit.
All I remember was I don't even remember if that call even happened, because there's not, she said it happened in a server. I can look back and see that we, like, in 5 years, I can look back and see that we had a call around this time. But if we had this call in a Discord server, I could not check for that because it doesn't, like, record when a call happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Also,
I mean,
yeah, Skittles is here. Hi, Skitty.
well, because what it seems a bit like you just send like a Google link, like a Google search. Like,
Excuse me.
Mimi, are you into... Mimi, I love suffering. Suffer with me.
out of nowhere after not having talked in like ages.
Also, thank you everyone for suffering with me through this fucking stream.
So it does seem like you were in a call or something beforehand, which
Yeah,
prompted the.
Well, Jaden did say that she also doesn't want people to protect her on behalf and keep that stuff at your adult space, separate from the young viewers. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm eating, I can't suffer right now. No, I'm not asking you to get onto the call. Though that would be fun. I'm just saying, like, welcome to the suffering.
The message.
Yeah, I do think a call happened. I just don't remember when it happened, why it happened, or what we were talking about. And I did send that link because I was like, yeah, this is what I'm going to be talking about in my video. At least that's my best guess. I don't know for sure because I don't like really remember any of this stuff happening. But knowing myself, I'm assuming I said, hey, this is like a link to the stuff I'm going to be talking about, like the stuff I'm going to be making a video on.
Right. Okay.
Why would you just do that, dude?
So moving on a bit, I recall you saying that you developed a hero complex. Would you say that's the case, or would you sustain that statement rather?
I mean, I don't. I mean, I do want to save people and help people. My dream job as a kid was to be a firefighter, but nowadays.
That just makes me feel bad. Jar, don't make me feel bad for you. Because that is, like, how did you fall so far? You want to be a firefighter and instead you ended up fucking buddying up with and bumping purses with groomers?
Yeah, that's
so sad.
I mean, the only
dude.
fire thing about him is his fuck-ass polyester shirt, but, you know, we ball, I guess.
Hello, Maya Pettyford. Like, yeah. I don't want to, like... That's so sad. Because, like, always have empathy for kids, you guys. Always have empathy for kids. Obviously, kids are gonna do fucked up shit. You know, and kids need consequences. But, like, a little kid having, like, a dream of being a firefighter and then ending up like this, like, that's just sad. You can still do it. Come on, Jar.
I don't think
Jarvis,
people,
more alcohol.
Jarvis, slide down the pole.
at least most people are worth saving. You can look this up if you want, but a guy saved a baby from falling to their death, and the mother of the child actually sued the guy because apparently, like, one of the baby's arms were broken and the guy didn't pitch in for the medical stuff, even though he, like...
I have better shit to do, dude. Like, I won't deny that, you know, that sounds like it maybe happened because people are fucking crazy, but... Yeah.
Saved the kid's fucking life, and she still sued him over it. And I was just like, yeah, you hear, and this is just one of many examples.
Well,
no good deed goes unpunished.
I mean, I've heard that phrase.
Is that what Jar thinks? Jar thinks he's doing good deeds? I wanted to be an animal vet when I was a kid. This is not a unique experience. Most kids want to work in a profession that helps others because as a kid you idolize them. Yeah. I had a dream of being a marine biologist. Now I'm 21 working at Walmart and calling Truly pretty on stream. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, shit happens, like, you know, all the time. Having a career is difficult in this economy. Also, holy shit, over 200 of you guys. Be sure to like the stream. See if we can get it to 100 likes before the stream ends. Sometimes
Like
you have to
the
sue another
stream.
person for your insurance to help you.
Join the Patreon.
Oh,
Give
yeah.
us your money.
Ooh, join the Patreon server. That
Ooh,
does
you want to
suck,
listen to
dude.
me say the worst things humanly possible?
I wanted to be an astronaut as a little kid, oddly enough, but instead I'm a janitor. So he realized being
Yeah.
a firefighter wouldn't it give him endless praise, and it gave him the ick. Got it.
Okay.
I didn't even think about it like that, but yeah, I mean, it kind of sounds like that. Also, yeah, I didn't even think about the fact that, like, you know, if your baby's arm gets broken, insurance, because this is the fucking world we live in. The country we live in, where, like, if your baby's arm gets broken, and, like, while being saved, they're gonna be like, well, that'll cost $10,000. What I comment on, Jar existing. Who's the guy in interviewing Jar? He looks like a schizophrenia natural. I have no idea who that is. Oh goodness, thank you.
At Jaden Lewins donated £5 to the nation. Lot said that other people in the call yelled at Jar for asking for the art because they knew Latte was 17, so he hasn't looked at the allegations.
Nice.
But are you saying that that guy shouldn't have saved the baby?
No, he should have.
Okay.
He should have, but for his own. But like, like he saved the baby, but he was still punished for it. He had to go through all these like legal fees, and now the mother is getting countersued, and all of this nonsense is happening just because the guy did the right thing.
That's just capitalism, babes. Hate the game, not the players.
Like, absolutely, the guy did the right thing. You should absolutely save people if you have the opportunity to. But
Oh, yeah. That's a given.
Yeah,
I was just fucking with you a little bit.
no. Well, now, Eno is someone who I think is worth helping for the most part. She has shared with me like stuff about what she was dealing with from the drama in her day-to-day life. All the kids at her school know about it, and she hates it. There's some other stuff she told me, but she made me promise her not to share it publicly. The other stuff, like she was fine with this, but not the other big thing, and I'm not sharing that until she shares it publicly herself.
Okay, we get it.
Yeah, that's another thing I was gonna ask. What
Stay away from Eno. Oh yeah, apparently Jar talks about his contact with Eno in this call, and I have a feeling it's gonna be really upsetting to listen to.
What motivated you to reach out to Eno?
Okay, I think I missed what the fuck was being said.
She hates it. They're with from the drama. Someone who I think is worth helping for the most part. She has shared with me like stuff about what she was dealing with from the drama in her day-to-day life. All the kids at her school know about it, and she hates it. There's some other stuff she told me, but she made me promise her not to share it publicly. The other stuff, like.
Oh, I feel so bad for Eno. For Eno.
What?
Like,
It's fucked.
Eno. I'm not mad at Eno, obviously. But, you know, that's such a fucking unfortunate position to be in. Like, Jar, you literally tried to, like, defend the person that abused her. The person that groomed her. Eno is the person, the girl that Cindy groomed. And, like, who, like, Jar was invalidating, like, the abuse of. Can Eno just be left alone? Why does Jar have to be fucking clout hungry? Isn't Jar like 30? Yes. I don't know the exact stories of how, you know, Eno's IRL, you know, in-person life, people in the person, like, found out. Nor do I really want to press on that, because, like, that's fucking Eno's business, you know? Eno doesn't need to share that publicly.
Nah, it's their story to tell, and they don't have to come out publicly about it if they don't feel the need to. But with Jar and Cindy just constantly posting about it, it just is. I hate to pull a Susie here, but it's fucking extortion.
Like, I obviously feel Jar is not attacking Eno, but he's, you know, fostering
just like getting
a
up in your
friendship
business
with Eno, which is fucking ridiculous because there's no.
Still a kid, by the way.
Jar has no business fostering like a friendship with the child whose abuse he tried to invalidate on his big ass fucking 200,000 subscriber channel. Like, hot take, you guys. The fuck?
Like, she was fine with this, but not the other big thing, and I'm not sharing that until she shares it publicly herself.
Yeah, that's another thing I was gonna ask. What motivated you? What motivated you to reach out to Eno?
I think it might have been Soph the Neko's idea. I didn't expect you to ask this question.
Who the fuck is Soft and Neko? I keep hearing that name.
Wasn't in the list, but I thought, okay, you know what? I was going to reach out to her to begin with. Might as well do it now. And whether it was my intention or not, my video affected her in a negative way, so I might as well apologize to her in private. And I did. She accepted it. And the reason why I haven't, talked about this publicly all that much is because I was just thinking, people are just gonna say, oh, Jar's using this to make a comeback. He's using a child, blah blah blah. And I
think it's entirely inappropriate to try and befriend the child that you invalidated the fucking grooming of because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And had the beautiful take of kids, adults sending porn to kids isn't grooming, and adults having minors engage with their porn, fuck off, dude.
God damn. May not be a crime. May not be grooming, quote unquote, but it is a crime.
Being happy
Fucking
that
weirdo.
Soft the Neko is a weirdo who likes dolphins too much, if you get what I mean. I cannot speak to that, dude. I will take that with a grain of salt, and everyone else should too.
She can still watch my videos without it being painted for her, which she said herself, and all the other stuff.
Jar, is that what matters here?
That's good enough for me. If Eno wants to mention it publicly, she can. I won't make her. And even in our call, I let her do 90% of the talking because...
Why would you even allude to the fact that, you're keeping secrets for this person? How about if you're keeping secrets for a person and, they're telling you stuff in confidence and are like, hey, don't mention this online. Why the fuck would you go oh, yeah, there's this big thing that Eno's hiding, and wanting to keep secret. Bitch, just don't fucking bring it up.
I was just nervous, if this gets leaked and I talk too much, people are going to claim I led her on or forced her into saying what she said when I definitely did not.
Well, a point I'm going to raise, to be honest, in the video is I just think it's kind of an overcompensation in the first place to even talk to the victim of Sanipa.
Yeah, it is.
Sure, you could be offering her an ear when she needs it the most, but
Jar should know that there are better people to lend an ear to Eno than himself, dude.
Issue I have is
why the fuck are you talking with her? Yeah, he's worried, he's getting all the red flags of hey, I shouldn't probably be doing this, and then it's oh well.
What's it called? Why would she want to go to the
Wasn't Eno AFAB? I mean, I don't know. Some people get their pronouns mixed up on accident.
30, however old you are, dude, grown-ass man that was defending essentially her victimizer online. That seems like the last person that she should be talking to about it.
Exactly! Thank you, Lord Crust.
I guess you're right, but she reached out to me again by herself.
You guys don't understand, the minor reached out to me. Bitch, can we stop blaming kids for shit? Can we stop blaming kids who don't know better for shit?
Saying hey, I have no one to talk to, can I please vent to you? And I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. And if you're just gonna accept venting, then yeah.
Release me!
Sorry, you keep going, sorry.
Yeah, I offered her help. If she needed me to help her edit her response, I would, but
Jar, you think you're the right person to help edit someone's public response for something? You, the guy who has been flopping for centuries on this topic and constantly failing, why would you extend your help? No one fucking likes how you've been dealing with shit publicly. Does Eno go by they, them? You know what? We'll say they, them, just to be safe.
Yeah, I didn't want to assume, so I just jumped and said they.
Listens to Truly as I cure beef for jerky. Hell yeah. Jar doesn't even edit his own shit, exactly. Jar doesn't even script!
And you can say, why would she reach out to you? Well, I'm pretty sure it was Soph who set everything up. And I knew that, in my book, what I did was
the adults have the responsibility here. If Soft and Neko thought it was a great idea to introduce Eno to the man that tried to invalidate, you know, her trauma, and then Jar accepted that invitation to be introduced. Yes, I'm mad at both of you. Like, you both suck for that.
Was the right thing to do.
Right. I mean, okay. I just think it's a little bizarre. It seems like a. I mean, sure. I will include that you stated you know, reached out to you. So.
Yeah, and you can say it's bizarre. I agree. I think this whole thing is bizarre. I've never dealt with something like this in my life.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't imagine. So, although actually, it does kind of remind me.
That's not an excuse, Jar. That's literally just not an excuse. Get it together.
Seems like a lot of your, like, pretty much if I click on any video from your past, it seems like you were just perpetually talking about the same, like, 7 people on repeat, or like bringing up just random drama.
Thank you, Lord Crust. Oh my god, I love this guy. Holy shit, I love this guy.
At Dad Cool Kali donated £10 to the nation.
Thank you.
Jar, who is so anti-ACC/FCC, is following their creed. Bully the children and sending inappropriate material to minors. It looks Seuss
Thank
AF.
you.
Jar, grab a mirror, bro.
Spitting. Never been this early to a Chili stream? Welcome.
Hello, welcome.
Also, just like off topic real quick. Guys, I don't know where it's fucking hot in the world. Like, in the northern hemisphere at least, it's supposed to be winter still. You know, spring is on its way, you know, in less than a month. But, you know, it's usually supposed to be pretty chilly right now. Yesterday was 92 degrees Fahrenheit. I was able to get in the pool in February. We are fucked. Chat, our fucking world is fucked. And like, it's like 90 degrees today. I'm like, dude. Also, guys, I have a friend. She may or may not be watching, but could I get some hearts in the chat for her? Because she's currently very sick, and by very sick, I mean like 103-degree fever, like Fahrenheit, which is like really severe. So like, if you guys could just put some well wishes in the chat, I'm sure if she's here, she would love to see that.
Yeah. Let's be a community and show some love, guys. I feel
all the time, like,
I'm so sorry, chat. I feel like fucking and Bumblebee this entire stream.
what I mean, this isn't really necessarily. I mean, it's kind of a question, but what necessarily like motivates that? Like, why do
Is my friend dying? Hopefully not. That would be horrible.
you want to always relate every single situation back to another trauma?
I'm trying to understand the question best I can, but I think when you're talking, I've only made like 2 or 3 videos about my past, and one of them was one of the members involved in it. Well, I worded that very poorly. I made 2 videos about my past, then I moved on, but one of them...
No, the fuck you did not. No, the fuck you did not.
You know, photoshopped me doing something awful, which we'll get into later, because that's one of your questions. So of course I had to bring it up since they were in the same group, but yeah, in the RCC, almost every drama kind of connects with another drama, and I kind of feel like there's like a storyline building here, and I'm like documenting everything, if that makes sense at all.
I'm sure that was very necessary for your fucking 10 videos on Team Moss Boss. Jar, move on, lol, that's funny. like you guys, he's like, oh my god, people keep bringing me up all the time and stuff. Meanwhile, in his video, like the video that Kumo leaked, he was like, yeah, the last time I heard about ACC people moving in together, it was Kai and Omnia, and we all know how that went. Like, how are you gonna millennial fucking, that just happened, domestic assault, hello? And it's like, what happened between Kai and Omnia happened in late 2021.
My girlfriend gets fucking punched in the face. That just happened.
Like, what the fuck?
It's like fucking Captain America kicked in the chest. He's right behind me, isn't he?
It had been almost 3 years since the allegations came forward from Omnia, and he was still bringing it up and making fun of it. And being like, yes, the fact that you were assaulted definitely has to do with the fact that y'all are in the ACC and not the fact that he's just Kai is just like an incredibly violent, scary fucking man.
I'm trying.
My sources that it was revealed to me in a dream. Wait, what did you say?
I said, this is why your content sucks. Meanwhile, she's getting, like, the worst treatment humanly possible.
Yeah.
To understand your question the best I can.
Not really.
Just essentially, I was asking, you constantly, like, in every single one of the, like, your old videos, it's not even necessarily videos about your past or, like, yourself, it's just, like, in general, any drama video of yours, you always relate it back to other dramas, or, like, for example...
Exactly. He was bringing up the fucking Toby drama from 2020 in his fucking, stupid, what's it called? What the fuck am I talking about? I just lost my train of thought. Guys, I'm not on my Adderall today. I ate too late to be on my Adderall. But he, you know, fucking sucks, and he was bringing up the Toby drama in his Cine video, being like, I've won every drama that I've been in, except for the Toby drama, but other than that, I've always won. I've always won all my dramas. He thinks Omnia did not get a bruise
nobody
by
can
Kai.
win drama.
I guess
like
those
me.
bruises just, you know, fucking manifested. You know? Omnia just willed them into existence. But
It just showed up.
yeah. But, you know, and then
They
like
just did that.
I mentioned this
What
in
Omnia's arm just did.
video on Jar that I made like about a year ago. Oh, 1 second. Thank you.
Atralapolippi00 donated $4.99 to the nation. Huh? Your house was burned down and you lost your mom? Hey, well, you shouldn't have been in the ACC and FCC. Take that, liberal. Tips Fedora.
Thank
Smirking
you.
face
Take that,
emoji.
liberal.
Thank you very much. That is hilarious. Cause that's the fucking, that is absolutely the logic that Jar uses. He talks
Yeah,
like Donald Trump.
unfortunately.
Yeah. And like, if you guys remember, like, he also made like an ACC video sometime earlier in 2024 where he was like, yeah, Suman and Chuli came after me 4 years ago. And like was like insinuating that he was like still thinking about responding. So it's like, yeah, you literally do not move on, dude.
example, like in the Cindy Bear situation, you constantly brought up Spockter and Hopeless Speeches.
Yeah,
what, like,
exactly.
you know,
Like I do that, yeah, but like everybody else in the community was also doing that, and I kind of
No, the fuck we were not.
like to it also kind of boosts.
At Budgie Pudgy donated $5 to the nation. Jar thinks he the shit because Leo vindicated him from the accusations by Chaos 55T.
True.
And he's still thinking he's free from everything else.
True. Also,
True.
Pudgy, is that you? Like, the Pudgy that joined the Patreon server recently? You have a different profile picture than I'm used to. I just want to make sure that's you. I'm pretty sure that's you.
There's two Pudgies in,
You used
in
to
the
have,
server.
like, some Invader Zim, like, bull moose looking thing. You guys know the bull moose from Invader Zim?
Yeah.
It's
In the room
Pudgy
with a
Budgy.
moose.
Yeah, okay. Invader Zim bull moose.
Riveting commentary.
The mini moose.
Oh.
This thing. You guys know this thing, right?
Those videos, like if people say,
And lies just as much as Trump. Well, you know, at least his name is not in the Epstein files.
oh, like
That we
he's
know
talking-
of.
what's this
Oh god, please. No.
drama he's talking about? They might like check out those past videos. It's kind of like advertisement for myself.
yeah, I mean, I get doing that because I do mention my own videos every now and then, but like what I mean is like you do it to like an excessive like degree. Like you're saying,
True. It's Pudgy Budgy on Discord. I have Rowlet as my icon here in Discord. Did you used to have a different profile picture that like looked a little different though? Like, did you recently change your profile picture? Cause like, I'm assuming that like you're the same Pudgy who's like been around for a while. I'm not, oh, I got Jingle's keys. Yes, I know I'm getting fucking derailed. Shut up! It's my stream. He doesn't see any losses because when he's wrong, it's him being harassed and he victimizes himself. Or it's inferior people who are actually wrong. True! It's giving victim narc. You know, it's giving victim narc.
thing like you do it to an excessive degree to the extent where it's like pretty much the entire video's thesis is based around what you've experienced in past dramas.
Well, I guess that is the case. Like, I do try to learn from past dramas, like figure out, okay, if it was okay here, will it be okay there? Or, you know, this is how people...
There is a Pudgy with no budgie? So you are different
There is.
people? Dude, I feel
There-
like that fucking episode of iCarly when they found out that Sam had a twin sister.
Atralapalippi00 donated $1.99 to the nation. Like the stream or jar will be into a shower drain.
That's terrifying. Yeah, but like the stream, you guys. We're close to... Yeah, we're only 20
Like the
away from 100
stream.
likes.
Join the Patreon. Give us
me
all your life
money.
savings.
Give me all your money.
Give me all your money. We will fix it. Sorry.
Yeah, in the show, Sam has a twin sister that's just played by Jeanette McCurdy. Like, they're both played by Jeanette McCurdy. Victim narcissist death battle, just a robot versus Heaton meets Rude. That is an evil fucking... That is an evil, evil battle. Because, like, they were both kind of, like, apologists for abuse. Because if you remember when, like, Heaton was, like, breaking down to Lio and being, like... You know, because we were outing the fact that Avi was, like, a groomer and, like, that Caden Monroe had been, like, fucking, you know, really creepy to me when I was younger. Heaton was like, I want to stop losing all my friends to a vindictive monster. And it's like, okay, that you just made yourself sound so fucking bad, Heaton.
We'll react to this.
Fuck.
This vindictive monster. He's like 14.
I remember Lio blew up at someone in Courthouse who was, like, feeding information to her and was like, she is fucking mad about me sniping predators in her fucking friend group.
Person doing that. Because what is the most objectable sin? It's hypocrisy. So I try to keep things, you know, organized, make sure I'm staying consistent with things I've said in the past. But if you think I do it for what you said, excessive amount, I mean, you're going to love my iDubbbz video then, because I don't bring up any past dramas I had involvement in. In fact, I'm working on a video about Cruel World Happy Mind right now, and I don't bring up a single past drama I was involved in.
They're both victim blamers and narcissists, yes. And guys, just a reminder, I've said this before, when I use the term narcissist, I do not have a patient in front of me. I am not diagnosing anyone on a piece of paper. I'm just calling out patterns that I, you know, recognize, whether it's from my own research or my own experience.
Okay, well, I have a couple of questions after that. I remember you mentioning the hypocrisy is the most objectionable sin line in your...
Hypocrisy is not the most objectionable sin? Yeah, I'm pretty sure defending minors, or not defend... You defended a kid, go
Defending
to hell.
predators.
Yeah, defending child predators.
Right, response
There's
to
only
your-
one thing worse than a rapist.
Like, what do
A child.
A child.
you mean by that? Because, like, I mean, I would say that, like, murdering someone's a lot worse than hypocrisy, or, like, I don't know, trying to
I
cover up
didn't
a
say
war crime or something, you know, like...
I get what you're saying. So, like, yeah, I guess you could say it's worse, but we're talking about most objective, not worse. Like, if I kill a guy in a uniform of a soldier, like we're in a battle and I kill the guy, it's not murder anymore. It's called something else because...
What the fuck are we doing?
What is this analogy? What? What?
Huh?
you know, murder is not a moral term, it's a legal term. With hypocrisy, like, you can lie to protect someone, and that can be seen as not a sin. When it comes to hypocrisy, I think, like, no matter what context you use it in, it's considered like a bad thing.
All right. In the context of lying and it being a sin, even if it's protecting someone, you still sinned by lying. Yeah, don't play with me and my theological autism.
Oh god,
Darcy.
we are not getting into a theological discussion. I will cry.
Get Lio in here right now.
Oh my god.
We're about to have the Council of Nicaea and the
Foresight made it the
ACC.
fuck up. It just doesn't make any sense, because there are, you know, you can have reasons for doing, things that you wouldn't want someone else to do. There's that saying, do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta get your hands a little dirty. And then, but you want to protect your other people, so you say, don't do that, that's unnecessary, that's bad. It's like, there are situations like that, and it's like, just fucking, why is this such a point of contention? We're talking about you fucking tried to vindicate a child predator. With irrefutable evidence. And instead, we're talking about how hypocrisy is the most objectionable sin. Get it together.
You can kill someone or lie to someone for the right reasons. I don't think you can be a hypocrite for the right reasons.
Oh, I have a train. Bye-bye.
Lol.
Aggie core.
Aggie.
Yeah, right, okay. Oh, no worries, I'm just freaking wait for the train. I think the other question I had, what was, I'm trying to recall.
I mean, you can scroll up a little if you want.
It wasn't, yeah, hang on, it wasn't necessarily about, what you said, hang on.
Guys, we're a third of the way through the video. I want to cry.
2 6.
Only
We've been
one
here for an
third?
hour and a half.
There was a question that led off of what you just said before.
I'm gonna speed it up to
I've completely forgot it.
faster.
Alright, it's fine. I can come back to it later. Oh yeah. Okay. So, yeah.
My head hurts. I'm sorry.
Were you aware of? Sorry, were you aware that Hamilton was recording your calls?
Like,
They corrected Himpleton to Hamilton. It's fine. I live for the jar tent.
Jar Tent 2026.
Bro, Hamilton.
let me see. I mean, I expected him to, but I don't think people would have twisted my words so much, and I don't think he would leak them, at least not as soon as he did. Himpleton has, like, backstabbed me 3 times, last I checked. He wanted me to, last I spoke to him, he wanted me to join him in a war he was going to start against Lyle Convoy, even though he previously said for me to stop talking about drama content, and I was like, okay, so you don't want me to talk about drama, but now you want me to talk about
Guys, what happens in commentary anymore?
drama, which is it, man? And then I told him no, because I pretty much knew he was going to set me up as the fall guy if things went south. Himpleton is a guy I don't understand. I hear, like, a lot of people don't like him, and he's also not really all that relevant, so it's like, why should I even waste my time talking to him?
Damn! Jar, the only reason that you're relevant is because you're constantly, like, getting shit on.
You are a lolcow. You're a loser. The only reason you're relevant is because people make fun of you.
Exactly.
Get a grip.
At Dean Jackson 8752 donated $4.99 to the nation. You can't be a hypocrite for the right reasons. Sure you can, that's why smokers tell their kids not to smoke. Because they care about their health.
Exactly.
Yeah, see, I agree with that. This is a good
Exactly.
point. Thank you. Thank you.
Dean.
Thank you for donating.
Yes, also thank you for donating.
Dean,
Not Jar
my
making a
favorite
shot, no one
British
cares for you,
Jamaican.
bro. Exactly, and I'm not saying, like, obviously everyone's gonna have controversy. But, like, when controversy is literally all you're known for, girl, get it together. Like, that's the only reason you're relevant. Because, like, you guys remember, like, I used to get shit on by fucking Malcolm all the time. I still had, like, a very prominent viewer base, and I still do to this day. Like, if I fuck up, you know, I fuck up. You know, if people are mad at me, people are mad at me. If certain people want to talk shit about me, it's been happening for years. Like, it is what it is. Like, I still have, you know, my own platform. Jar lost his platform, dude. And he wants to call other people irrelevant. It's crazy.
Him, so I just stopped chatting with the guy altogether.
Fair enough. That did remind me though. You've frequently said in like calls with Pimpleton, for example, Shot Logic even. Like you might have even mentioned it in. No, I know you said it at the Cope and Seed as well. You've constantly said that you are not going to make drama content anymore. Because it just you will end up repeating the behavior. Is what you said.
Yeah. But I changed my mind because, like, at this point I think, well, what else do I have left to lose? Might as well come back to drama content, and I'm not talking about dramas in
Jar, what? That is a
Didn't your
terrible
own-
fucking metric.
Didn't his own girlfriend say, "Hey, if you make drama content, I'm breaking up with you"?
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
it's very
that
real.
That was
He's
like,
very
the
real.
agreement.
Always agrees with him, girlfriend. You. I'm so convinced that that's just a lie. No, she's real, but at the same time, it would be so much funnier if she wasn't.
At AE donated $2 to the nation. Hope you're good, G&G.
Oh, thank you. I'm
Aw.
good. I'm good. Like, you guys may be aware, like, Twitter's pretty mad at me right now. I think it's, like, you know, Twitter can say what they want about me. We go through droves where, like, you know, people get mad at me. And I'm not going to say that it's all invalid, but, like, it's hard to trust the kind of people that are mad at me on Twitter right now because they're fucking insane in a lot of ways. So I just, you know, haven't been paying it much mind. But yes, I'm okay. And I'm doing good. You know, I've been through shit before. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you do or
I just
do
want-
not do? It's a whole story, dude. I made a community post clarifying some takes because, you know, I worded myself badly on a take. And, you know, I had to make some clarifications, and I apologize because, you know, I made an ass of myself a bit. And was like, okay, well, you know, let me just, like, clarify this. Because I don't want people to think that I'm making excuses for their abusers, or making people think that, you know, if you go through some shit, you turn into like a degenerate, terrible person. Like, obviously, I don't believe in that. I've been through my own terrible shit, and I think I'm a pretty alright person. Who is Twitter not mad at? Yeah. I mean, it's, yeah. Having one bad take makes you worse than Hitler. Yeah, and I mean, like, I've owned up to what I can own up to. You know, a lot of stuff gets, you know, taken out of context or gets maliciously framed because that's what people do. That's why I don't engage on, like, Twitter discourse for, like, so much of anything. But, you know, it is a little difficult to be like, oh my god, yes, I'm going to listen what everyone's saying, when, like, some people just want to, like, be mean to you and we're just looking for a reason. You know, I'm not unused to that. You know, we just keep it pushing. Well, you know, you're even a person and you need to reconsider your bad take. Exactly. Yeah. And it's weird. There's been some harassment. You know, it's nothing that a content creator doesn't deal with. Twitter will do anything to stay mad, salty, and malding. True.
Involving me. I'm talking about like other dramas that like don't really involve me all that much. And you know, every fucking drama channel who
How
said
long is stream been going? About an hour and a half. Exactly an hour and a half, actually.
I'm gonna stay away from drama from
God, kill me.
It didn't read it out. What the fuck? Okay, let's try that again.
What the fuck?
Is it gonna be twisted? There we go. What the fuck? Oh, it's because you said fuck. That's why. Yeah, we fuck up, we learn, take the hint jar. Yeah, that's why.
Destiny to what's his face, Tipster. They always come back, and like, what is drama
This
content?
video
like,
is
some could
6
argue,
hours. We're only watching the call right now, which is an hour and a half, and we're a third of the way
some of my
through
reviews
it.
would count as drama content. And like, is it drama when the other person is responding? Like, where do we draw the line? So I just thought, you know what, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna come back to drama. And like, the main thing that brought me back, like the main thing that I was like, you know what, fuck it, I don't care anymore, was when people like were trying to dox my girlfriend. And it really does hit me after a while. It doesn't matter if you stop talking about drama, people are still going to talk about you. At least if I talk about drama, I at least can have the opportunity to defend myself like I did before.
I'm not sure I follow that logic. But personally, the way I see it is like, you should just not make drama content.
You're a beautiful person. Your mistake was literally no more mild than mine. Thank you. Yeah, more jar streams.
Because yeah, like as far as I'm concerned, especially if there's victims involved, or it's an actually serious like topic with it. Like, I've seen your most recent uploads are like iDubbbz or like pirate software and like Hassan. Like, sure, those are like very mainstream topics or whatever. But considering,
And no one cares. Isn't that sad?
yeah, considering if like you're showing yourself to not be the best judge.
Watching RE9 for Peepaw Leon Kennedy. Dude, Guys, I have Resident Evil Requiem. Should I stream it? I'm busy this
Yes.
weekend, but like, should I stream it next week? Would that be fun?
Yes.
I know you guys like my like horror streams, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, if we want to do it.
Judge of character, right? So I don't know if you should be
You
weighing in
will
on those
type
situations
yes in
for your own
chat,
sake, personally.
chat.
But and also, you have a massive audience, and so I don't know. It's I mean, not so much anymore, but yeah, you get me. It's a
When I had a massive audience, I would try to talk things out with people. And when I did that, people accused me of like blackmailing them or threatening them, or they would hold on to the call only to release it when it was like most convenient. I think, compared to me with a lot of other people, like any complaint you can make about me, you can make about other people. Like, a lot of other people have fucked up also situations with victims, all of that. Like, just for example, Copen Seas with the whole Destiny thing happening. Like, if you saw that call he had with Willie Mack show, he was like freaking out about it. He thought this was like the end of the road for him for a little bit there. Destiny thing happening.
what happened?
Other people have fucked up also situations with victims, all of that. Like, just for example, Copen Seas with the whole Destiny thing happening. Like, if you saw that call he had with
I don't know anything about this. I'm too offline for that.
Mack show, he was like freaking out about it. He thought this was like the end of the road for him for a little bit there. And the way I see it, I had a pretty good record up until recently, so I'm just gonna go
That's what we're calling your jar? Okay.
back to doing what I used to do.
okay. Interesting. I mean, like I'm gonna be real. The thesis of my video is that I'm fine with you continuing to make content as long as it isn't about drama, like drama. But yeah, I mean, you do. I can't stop you from doing that. I'm just saying.
Well, Well, yeah, I think
Jesus.
I get what you're
Oh,
saying.
boy,
It's just
that mic
it's not the
quality.
drama content that screwed me over. It's the fact that things got leaked out, and the only time I've ever gotten like major
That's it. That's what he's saying. I got caught. That's what happened. It's like, no, Jar, you did some fucking evil shit. And that you already planned to put out there. And then it got put out there. Hello?
backlash is when I spoke on like behalf of someone who's getting bashed and trying to find like be like really charitable with them, sometimes even like straight up defending them, and I'm just not doing that anymore. I'm just not like going to help anyone.
Tower of Babel, truly, don't forget. Jar holds info on those who dare not like him. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it totally slipped past my fucking mind. The whole like, oh yeah, people release stuff when it's convenient. You literally tried to brag to the groomer that you have dirt on everyone.
Can't have dirt on me if I just joined, motherfucker.
And at all, pretty much, unless it's like they have the majority on their side as is. Like technically, I am going to be defending H3 in my video on what do you call it, Cruel World Happy Mind. But I'm not making the video saying give Cruel World Happy Mind another chance because like I'm done with that shit.
Okay.
GG,
So,
like, okay.
Yeah. At one point, this is just a little random question. You said at one point you said Cindy wasn't trying to hit on a minor; she was just gooning with a minor. How does that make?
Oh, I don't want to hear Jar's defense for this. Okay. He's taking shots at Cruel World Happy Mind. I don't fucking know. You think this guy can stay on topic ever? And I talk a lot of shit because I also have ADHD.
This whole fucking community is just a loony bin.
Damn, the ableism.
My bad. Wow.
Better exactly.
Wow.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't. She's like, I think the only thing that makes it better is that like her intent. She's just so unbelievably retarded. But she's not.
Whoa.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Random question. Has anyone ever called you Choo Choo? Yes, I have been called that nickname by partners in the past. And present.
I don't think she was trying to get with Eno romantically. I don't even think Eno thinks that last I spoke to her. But she definitely like is so
point.
unbelievably retarded that she didn't know.
Dude, you can't just say I oopsed my way into taking advantage of a child. And
I'm more flashbanged by the slur, to be honest.
yeah, I mean, it's Jar. He's gonna say slurs. It is what it is. And like I've said the R slur on stream before. I don't do it too often because I try to be more sensitive to my audience. I tend not to use slurs very much at all publicly, just because I want to be sensitive to my audience. Sometimes I just use them because it's funny, because and I never say slurs that I can't reclaim. Slurs that don't apply to myself. I've called myself slurs before. Homosexual rigmarole.
No, this was like a stupid thing to do, and whether I can murder someone without the intent to murder them, but I still murdered them at the end of the day. It's still like
what the fuck? How did we get here?
Fucked up thing I did. So like
that doesn't have to. What? No, you cannot
Keep going
compare
back to murder.
sexually taking advantage of someone to killing someone. I don't know what the fuck the J slur is, and I'm not trying to figure it out. Remember what I said? I do not remember that, Christian. But oh my god, this is so ridiculous. I've spoken about this before, you guys. Like, sexual crimes like that are the only, genre of crime. And, there's genres of crimes now, because that's just how I want to fucking say it. That can be excusable in a lot of ways. They can be done, for self-preservation, out of self-defense. People steal for, valid reasons sometimes, for survival. People kill for survival. You don't ever just take advantage of a child for survival. That's not a thing that happens. You don't sexually assault someone. You don't sexually harass someone. You don't sexually, take advantage of someone for survival. That's just not a thing that happens. And I think that's why people feel like sex crimes weigh heavier, because it's the genre of crime that's never defensible. There's never like a situation where you're just like, yeah, okay, I see how that was necessary. So like trying to compare grooming, you know, intent on grooming versus killing someone, it doesn't work. Because they're like, one of them is never defendable, and the other one is fucking, you know, something that can happen because you literally would die if you didn't do it.
Like, you know, she's never going to come back. She's done. She's cooked for good. And while I was going to defend her in summer,
If Cindy was R-worded, you know, just if Cindy was raped, why is she so secretive about it until it got leaked and exposed? Because that's not our business, you know. That's a L take, IMO. People are not entitled to know about your trauma. If you choose to be open about it, you choose to be open about it. But no one's entitled to know.
Yeah.
regards, originally, my plan was just to be like, look, she censored the webcomic herself, if that's true, because I still have to reach out to Jack and Eno and get their side of the story. This is something I am getting a little tired of, people constantly saying, well, you said this in favor of Cindy, you said that in favor of Cindy. No one can prove if that was meant to be my final draft of the video, because I did not expect Kumo to do that.
Jar. The point is that if it wasn't your final draft of the video, it should never have gotten to the point of completion that it did. That's the point people make.
I've prepared for everything that could go wrong on YouTube, except for that fucking shit. And then I kind of had to like double down on some things I said about Cindy, because I didn't know what else to do at that point, because I knew people wouldn't believe me. Because I've never even heard of someone dealing with something like this before. I've never gotten prepared for it.
Right. Well, so you have said numerous times, even in this call and in messages to me, that the idea of you hitting with Cindy Bear was a false narrative that was constructed by detractors. But to be perfectly honest with you, it does seem as if you're trying to hit on Cindy Bear, and not just your leaked DMs, but also the call with her.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely comes out that way.
Yeah, I mean, were you hitting on Cindy Bear in your interview?
No, I was not hitting on her. I'm just a casual guy. I talk pretty casually. I have been working on it, of course, as you can observe from this call, but like people were even saying like I was trying to hit on like fucking what's his face? Bo Blackson. I was trying to hit on Hempleton and all these other people, and it's like, okay, do you think I'm just like
Damn, Jar be into everyone.
where's all my nudes? Where is that? Where are all my nudes? Where's me asking for nudes?
What?
Where's anything?
What? Why would you say that?
What the fuck?
Where are all my nudes, bro? Listen, I have had partners, you know, over the internet. I've never sent nudes before. Hello?
This shit. Like I was not hitting on Cindy Bear at all. I had no interest of meeting up with her. Had no interest of gooning with her. Had no interest of even being friends with her.
Yeah, right. So would you not consider calling her avatar attractive and making one of my cock jokes like flirting? Or...
Wait. What do you mean by yeah right?
What, sorry?
You said yeah right. What did you mean by that?
I didn't say yeah, right. Oh, no, sorry. It's a... Yeah, I don't know. The way I was saying, I mean, like, yeah, right. Like, I was confirming. Continuing.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, just making sure.
Yeah, do you not consider calling her avatar attractive and, like, making one of my cock jokes flirting?
No. Like, dude, almost everyone has an avatar that looks more attractive than they do in real life. I've only ever met one person.
Yeah, I would like
one person who actually looked just as attractive as their avatar. Like, you're not gonna have your avatar, if you're a fat guy, you're gonna have a skinny avatar. Like, of course, like I made even a video about this, like saying like, hey, like, we shouldn't draw porn of these characters, but there's no way to stop it. That was like the conclusion of that video.
But you said your main priority was to beat the simp allegations. Like, surely the claims that you're a pedophile or groomer defender are like a bigger priority.
I mean, it depends, like, groomer defender versus someone who wanted to sleep with a groomer. Like, depends on who you ask on which is worse. And to me, like, what mattered more was, like, my girlfriend. That's who mattered more to me. And I wanted to disprove those allegations. And I'm a very awkward guy. I was isolated for a lot of my life, so I have trouble speaking with people. And I have been, of course, working on it because I don't want people to assume I'm trying to hit on them or get with them or anything like that. Like, my girlfriend, most girlfriends I've had asked me out first. My girlfriend...
Huh? What were we gonna say?
He said, okay, so I have a few things I want to say. In regards to him saying, I've been isolated my whole life, so it's very hard for me to talk to people. Oh, we can tell. We can tell. So, yeah, what Lord Crest got with the want to see my cockpit. Also, I gotta remind y'all, there was a time, I believe Cindy was sending like a cat picture, and Jar was like up in the mic going, oh yeah, what a cute pussy. Like, this is not an isolated incident. This is
like did the whole voice and everything.
It's not an isolated incident. It is a reoccurring pattern. So
I do believe
if this is him casually, no wonder he can keep a job.
I think Jar
no wonder
is
he
really
can't
bad
keep a
at
job.
defending himself. I think that Jar, like, fucking, what's it called? Just like, how do I explain it? Like, he thinks that defenses work and they just don't. Like, if he's saying, yes, I'm being overfamiliar, I, wasn't thinking about, the fact that this, that this is inappropriate. That shit, that'd be one thing. But he instead he's like, so where's my cock? If I was flirting, I would have had to send my cock. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
That's not
flirting.
No,
where's my
why would
video
you
of
say
me
that?
shooting ropes on the screen?
That's not
No.
God damn it.
Shut the hell up.
And I only asked her
Like-
out because of mutual of our told me that she was interested in me, and then like that relationship would never have happened if that mutual of ours didn't tell me that.
Right. Well, you like even in your most recent response video, it seems a bit bizarre to me that you are like super pedantic about whether or not Sunny Bear was definitionally the groomer, especially if your main priority is to disprove the simp allegations. Like I think that's a large part of why people still hold the belief that you're defending Sunny Bear, like to this day.
Why are we
I
doing
understand.
this? Oh, I accidentally just muted the video. How did I do that? What? Okay, hold on. There we go.
Possibility that her intentions weren't as malicious as people made them out to be, but on the other hand, it's like, yeah, you fucking sent a rape comic to a minor. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, you stupid fucking bitch?
Right.
Yeah. So
That wasn't your take originally, though. In the video that got leaked, your take was, you know, she gooned until she groomed.
She's a goomer, a gooner, but not a groomer. What a horrible one-liner.
And to me, I'm still lost on what a groomer is, because everyone asks about like what is a groomer. It's always a different answer. It's like asking a Christian to explain the Holy Trinity or asking a leftist to explain socialism. It's always I always receive a different answer on how it works.
What the fuck are we getting at?
And
But I mean,
if I don't,
I guess it's more accurate, you know. You get more not concise, but similar answers if you ask what a like if you ask a conservative what socialism is, because they always just describe capitalism.
in the case of getting a minor to be more comfortable with her fetish, yeah, she's a groomer. In the case of like getting with Eno romantically, I think it's possible that wasn't her intention. But again,
That's not a prerequisite for grooming. You know, grooming is to like prepare someone. Like in the case of like child grooming, it's in the what we talk about. It's for sexual abuse. That's what's required.
and what I was planning to do was to talk to Cindy, get her side of the story, and then talk to Eno and Jack, and also have a lot of help on this video because
And having a minor engage with your fucking fetish porn is sexual abuse.
it was such a serious topic.
right. You want to build an Avengers game?
Avengers team.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
The Legion of
okay.
Doom.
Chat, we're
Are you
almost
live right now?
halfway
No, I'm
done.
not live. I
Are
don't
we
live stream
safe?
really.
But what did you mean by Avengers team?
Check in, chat. We're halfway done with the video. How do we feel? Morale check with chat.
Morale check. I can't see chat, but I hope everyone's okay.
Because I thought you were talking about like getting a bunch of opinions on the. You wanted to look for a bunch of opinions on the video, and so I was like,
Yeah,
something
because-
Avengers team.
Because I realized something about this wasn't making sense, and
I
after
feel
digging-
employed, real. Feeling good. Jar feels like the human equivalent of a filibuster. Just came back from the void? What's happening so far? Jar is an idiot.
digging into things more in the background, I found out that Eno sent the DMs with her and Cindy to Soph, and Soph was the one who sent them to Jack because they were like, hey, Jack, I think you should be concerned about this. And Jack's first thought wasn't, oh my god, my roommate groomed someone. Jack's first thought was, oh boy, how can I get money out of this?
Yeah, I've done a whole video.
I mean, I don't necessarily think that... This is a difficult one, because...
This is a very difficult one
like,
because it's
those
very
two aren't
evolved.
even mutually exclusive. And let's say that Jack isn't like fucking evil. Like, we know that Jack is evil. We know that Jack is a fucked up fucking person. But that also feels unrelated to what happened with Cindy. So, I don't think it's unreasonable.
At Dad Cool Kali donated £5 to the nation. He just lied. He never intended to talk to Jack. He said otherwise in the call he had with Cindy.
I mean, I remember him saying that, like, he was going to talk to Jack in one of the calls. So I don't know if that's true. Unless, like, there's another call where he was like, no, I'm not going to talk with, Jack at all. Because, that could have happened too. But, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd also like to say that while I know Birdie or Jack is a terrible person, we can't exactly write off the things that Cindy has done to Birdie as if like, oh, well, Birdie sucks. It still contributes to the fact that Cindy has a predatory nature.
Yeah, because, I mean,
And
it's difficult to get help for someone else, in a sense, like, unless the person trusts to, like, get you help. I do think that there obviously should have been an effort to be like, okay, well, let's make sure, because Jack obviously didn't fucking care about Eno's
No,
safety
Jack never came.
because Jack fucking outed who the fuck Eno was in the first place. And it's like,
Yeah,
you
I feel like-
guys.
I feel like instead of asking for like how can I get money out of this, Jack was like how can I be a victim out of this in a way?
Yeah.
And Jar making this about money and making this about content. It's giving chat mango talk real quick.
I mean, I make
If
money.
you
That's kind of what got
Like,
has
if
me in
you-
trouble recently, is that I was asked to like participate in a public
That I make
argument, and
money
I
off
was
of
like,
it.
all right, let me
No.
make money off of it then. Like
No,
a
I'm
hypothetical
saying, like-
public argument, like with no fucking like specifics on what the hell the argument would even be about.
Here's your little clip of mango wisdom. If you meet a content creator and they make everything about content and money to the point where it dismisses actual endangerment of children to content and money, run. Just run.
Yeah. Because I mean, I don't
And-
even necessarily think that the GoFundMe was like a terrible idea inherently, because it's like, yeah, I mean, if you're fucking disabled and you can't support yourself, and then you find out like the person that's like been helping support you,
Is a duty.
is
Yeah.
likes children and, you know, has taken advantage of kids. Yeah, I kind of get it to be like, holy fuck, I need to get out of here and I need some help. But like, obviously Jack went about it in all the wrong ways.
Be on Birdie. I know about Birdie.
Guess how much money? Guess how much money Birdie gave to guess how much?
Wasn't it like none or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, actually, I'm gonna send you a message real quick. Like a screenshot of a message, and your DMs will send you there. Could you tell me what this was before you messaged it? Or sorry, before you edited it?
I need more things to know.
Brady's
I
worst
need to know more
nightmare
things to know.
job
I thought you were going to
application
be
true.
be able to help with that.
Do you see the
Let's
edited
find out.
part at the top?
Let me see. Let me zoom out.
It's like one of the first two messages.
Yeah. I want to VC. I just need a few more things to know from you.
Yeah. What do you
That
have?
message.
Do you have any idea what what you edited from? Like edited the message from?
I don't think I do. This is like from over a year ago.
That's okay.
And I remember I was shocked when these got leaked. So like, why would I edit that one and not any of the others?
That's true. I was just wondering.
Yeah, for all we know, it could have been a fucking typo.
I probably just misspelled the word and went back to edit. Like I'm so dyslexic. Sometimes I write how I mean to write the word who.
Yeah, that's not much of a
You
lead.
did constantly mention your dyslexia. Do you not use like a reader writer or like a text to speech or something?
Oh my
Such a-
god, thank you! Someone's finally asking him about, you know, looking for solutions for his dyslexia instead of him using it as an excuse constantly. What would Eno do with the money? Yeah, I mean, it's different issues. Like, Eno would need support, like, people maybe, like, need money for therapy, but at the same time, I do not know, like, how much, like, I don't know Eno's insurance, you know, situation. I don't know, you know, how, if they're able to cover therapy. I do not know Eno's situation. It's very possible that money could be a beneficial factor for Eno to have. The only thing that makes it dicey is that we don't necessarily know if that is the issue, you know? Because we also don't know if Eno's parents would even allow them to have the money. And are we saying that maybe these things should have been looked into? Yes. Obviously, if you care about the child and you're wanting to do everything you can to help the child, those should be your lines of action. However, the difference between what happened with Eno and what happened with Birdie is that it absolutely would help Birdie to have, you know, financial help because of this. Because in order to get out of the situation, their finances would be directly impacted. Because they lived with the predator.
Go through documents.
I do, but then it's hard. It takes so much longer just to write something out.
Right.
And sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes my dyslexia has saved my ass on occasions.
Blame
Like,
regard.
People will be like, "Want to join our group chat?" And I'll be like, "No, thanks. I don't want to join your group chat because I'm not gonna understand what's going on in there. So I just don't. It's too much effort to like go through everything."
Right.
And then like years down the line, I hear like, "Oh, fucked up shit happened in that group chat," and I was like, "Oh, thank God, I wasn't part of that group chat then."
Yeah, I mean, like, sure, why not?
Right. I mean, fair enough, I guess.
Cindy offered me to join her group chat, which was the Cine Bear Defense Force with her Kumo, romantic goblin. I think there was one other person in there, and I said no. I was like not interested in joining a group chat like that.
Was that the Cine Bear Defense Force group chat, dude?
The fucking Diddy Defense Force.
Was that
The
the
DDF.
Cine Bear Defense Force? Also, holy shit, 90 likes. Can we get it to 100, you guys?
Guys, we're so close.
We're so close. Lucky Jar, dyslexia has never saved my ass. Real. I don't have dyslexia, but it's very common for people with ADHD to struggle reading because their brain moves too fast. Also,
Yeah,
Jack, how have you been, dude? Like, how you been? Guys, can we get some flowers or hearts in chat for Jack? Because honestly, he's been through a lot. And I'm just happy that he's still kicking it. Because that man has been in the trenches, both offline and online.
So it does. Okay. Actually, yeah, what motivated you to create an American History X review as your comeback video after
I've been pretty good, lol. I'm glad.
6 months?
Oh
was funny when we talked about
god,
it.
not the American
Okay, fair
History
enough.
X
Of course,
video.
buddy.
I guess. But I mean, you had received criticism for being racist, especially in regards.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh god. Okay.
Everyone get your drinks.
Oh.
This is gonna be a tough.
Oh, we're here. We're at this point.
Your like outro being based around the white supremacist rewrite.
The song from an anti-racist movie, a parody of a parody, if anything. I don't understand the allegation. I think it's stretching way too far to make a point against me.
I mean the a parody of a racist parody because I mean, it is. I guess that is what you saw in American History X, but it is a like explicitly like white supremacist parody. The version that's in.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, the guy singing along is a skinhead.
Yeah.
But my parody of that parody was not racist in and of itself.
It was anti-SJW, which the Venn
Yeah.
diagram is close to a circle.
Yeah, anti-SJW content, especially with Sargon of Akkad, the Amazing Atheist,
Yeah,
etc.,
back in the
etc.
day, it was kind of just like a
Slowly
racist
became-
hellhole, and Jar was
Yeah,
not.
it became a pipeline for young men, especially, to fall down the white supremacist pipeline.
And like, it's not even in like a particularly rare situation that Jar was excluded from that. Like, Jar was fucking hella racist back in the day, and you know, maybe he still is, maybe he isn't.
was.
He denies it outright.
Chat, should we watch the racist compilation
Oh,
of Jar
please
on
no.
stream?
Please no. I will
Put
cry.
a 6 if yes, and put a 7 if no.
Sadly, I almost felt down the alt-right pipeline back then. I'm glad I realized the truth. Yeah, it's real. It was
you're good.
It was a fucking situation that happened back in the day. Like, so many.
I
Like,
had to recover from the alt-right pipeline.
there
It
was
sucked.
so many teens because, you know, people aren't taught why, you know, the intricacies of why things are bad. And so when they're given all these like dishonest reasons for, you know, why they aren't actually that bad, it's like that's the most in-depth reasoning they've received, and then they're like, oh yeah, I think that actually makes sense. Like, you think, like, you know, typical white kid, he's not gonna have like super racist beliefs, and then someone shows up and they're like, so how about them FBI crime statistics, you know, 1350, and then like all of a sudden these kids are like, oh Jesus, what is happening?
It also gets into places like academia. Like, mine was through history, and it's like, yeah, so here's what these groups of people called the Indo-Aryans were able to do and how they're all connected. And it's basically just, well, it's a recycled neo-Nazi white supremacist theory. And it's presented as if it's fact. And, you know, of course, academia has sided with this racist history for so long, to the point where it has sources and everything, that when you finally watch it, you're like, yeah. And it gives you this false sense of like security. And that's essentially what most of the alt-right pipeline was. It was giving a false sense of security to equip young men into being hostile and racist.
Yeah.
Sorry, like, this is the one time I've locked in this entire stream. Diddy Blood 6'7", Ohio, whatever the fuck.
Please, no. Release me. When I was a teenager,
My furniture
I almost
started
fell down
floating.
the pipeline. I mean, like, I fell victim to a lot of shit too. You know, I was dealing with so much fucking racism and shit. I fucked up my wording there. Not in the sense that I said the wrong word, but like the fact that I said the word wrong. I, you know, was coaxed into a lot of, you know, trans-medicalist beliefs. And, you know, back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
And I was...
Calvin Guerra.
Yeah. Well, it was more Blair
Yeah.
White back at that time. Calvin Garrett blew up a little bit.
Oh, you poor soul.
Yeah,
oh, my
no,
God.
I locked in and, you know, got out of that shit by the time I was like 16.
Yeah, with me, it was like Survive the Jive and Dan Davis History, where I was like, man, I hate being white passing as an indigenous Jew. I hate
Yeah.
my life. wow, being white's really cool.
Yeah,
it's
Blair
being
White.
better.
You know, that's the reason why, you know, people like ContraPoints got so popular because, you know, I will say this, you know, a lot of what was called SJW back in the day, it was bad optics, and you know, it was weaponized optics. You know, I don't.
Yes.
You know, if you guys know me, I don't, you know, cater to threat modeling or whatever. And a lot of people back then didn't either, but they were so like fucking. It was all about presentation because, you know, that's what matters a lot to younger people is like, oh, hey, this person's getting like really emotional and passionate and stuff. And then this other guy's able to explain his point. Like, it was the whole thing of like, you know, the fucking leftist being like, human rights, rah! And then the other guy being like, actually, I disagree. Human rights bad. And then people being like, yes, the guy who said human rights bad is the rational one here because they project rationality through their demeanor, you know?
It's like the chimpanzee and lion gif.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
like
that.
one is very irrational and the other is calm. This is like a false sense of, again,
it's a pitfall.
what was used to push propaganda.
That people fall into. It's a pitfall that people fall into where they're like, where, you know, they rip. My dad owns a book by Dennis Prager. That's fucking sad.
Christ, I feel so bad for him.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for you.
Logic is seen as superior, and that can be presented as calmness. Exactly. The two are associated.
Yeah.
When that's not, you know, they're not always associated with each other.
Like my parody was debunking SJWs and feminazis too.
Yeah.
Beautiful, Jar. Thank you for your wonderful fucking. Just kill me.
A friend that helped me. I watched the movie. I came up with the outro with a friend, and he.
Lord Crust, please, Lord Crust, press him on the deeper shit. Press him.
You're fucking praying like the Donald Trump. If you can hear me, Donald Trump, please save us.
Yeah, press him on the fact that he used to call people the N-word, and the fact that like he was.
Press him on the black sona.
Press him on the blackface, please. Press him on, you know, saying Asian people speak English. Please.
He came up and I said, hey, I think this would make a good outro. Let's change the lyrics. And me and my friend sat down together and like, you know, worked on it. And I thought it would be a pretty funny intro. Like, there's no dog whistling here.
No.
It's just a cool intro I came up with. Well, cringe intro actually, but I love cringe.
It's not dog whistling. It's just blatant fucking.
It's not dog whistling.
Yeah.
It's a foghorn.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
It's a foghorn.
Because, I mean, Copenhagen has already talked to you about all this stuff, but there's a lot of other factors that kind of contribute to the sort of allegation that you're like racist. I don't personally give a fuck, but
Boo! Boo! Not caring about racism is cringe. Boo!
yeah, like
L
the, like digital blackface, I guess.
Oh, he's pressing him on it.
Well,
Yeah, like, yeah, it annoys me because the video is making fun of black supremacists. Like, the character is a hotep while being simultaneously a black Israelite.
And you're a white man.
Yeah, you're a white guy. I agree as like a Jew. Like, yeah, it's a problem, but it's not our place to talk about.
If your response to like fucking black people saying some dumb shit is, hey, let me cosplay a black person so I can also say some dumb shit, it could be an interview tactic. True.
Might be racist.
But a lot of these people think that not caring about anything is like a virtue, and I'm like, boo, L.
I'm so nonchalant. Ladies, one at a time.
Sounds about
Ladies.
right.
That's the character I'm going for.
Yeah.
I'm making fun of black supremacy. I'm not making fun of black people. I'm making fun of black supremacy because
Holy shit. You realize that people made the same excuses about, like, you know, traditional minstrelsy. Oh, we're not making fun of all black people. We're just making fun of the black people that do this. Dude, that's not how that works. Just because you lean into stereotypes about a specific, like, you know, portion of a racial demographic doesn't mean that you're not doing, like, blackface. What the fuck?
dude,
What the fuck is black supremacy? A non-issue in, you know, the world. Like, it's not good, obviously, but it also doesn't have, you know, societal power.
black supremacy is fucking hilarious. Just look up Yakub. It's the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life.
I do know what Yakub is, but interesting. So you made a video
Oh my
about
God. Not my brain rot. Leave my brain rot alone.
privacy.
Yeah, because that's where the digital black, quote unquote, digital blackface is from.
Yeah,
And I
I
didn't think it
figured
was
that.
blackface. Yeah, I didn't think it was blackface because it was like, well, it's not me putting black makeup on my face or even putting black makeup on my character.
What?
You pretended to be a black man. You
You-
portrayed yourself as a black man, upheld black stereotypes, and made yourself a minstrel show on your channel.
Just like
What?
he's talking about like black supremacy and stuff. Reminder that the way the video opened was him saying, "Just a king,"
Just a king.
which is reference
Yeah.
to "We was kings," which is like a a stereotypical like phonetic spelling of like how people a lot of the accent that a lot of black people have in America. And then he immediately says, "I am black."
I'm coming out as a black man. That was his words.
Like, dude.
It's me having my avatar be black, which my editor, well, not my editor, my artist thought that's what I looked like in person. And
And you didn't correct it. You didn't correct it. Instead, you ran with it and said, "Let me say a bunch of dumb shit pretending to be black."
that was their guess. And I thought,
Let
I
me
need to figure
say
out what
the
to use
N-word. That's what he did.
Like, bro.
this for. And that's what I used it for.
So your artist thought you were black in real life. Is that what you?
You would be surprised. A lot of people think thought I was black in real life for the longest time.
I did not think that Jar was black, dude.
Okay.
No comment.
Yeah, you don't need to go into any specific details about the workplaces themselves, but have you been fired from your job in the past due to inappropriate comments in the workplace?
So keep in mind, I was homeschooled all my life.
That's a yes. That's a yes. That's a yes.
I was homeschooled all my life.
Oh.
Oh my god, this is tough. This is
And
really
isolated,
tough.
so I really
How the fuck would anyone think this guy is black? I don't know, dude. I don't headcanon races for people. Everyone, like, when I talk to them, they're just raceless until I figure out.
really couldn't learn a lot of social skills growing up. In my first job, I did lose it due to some stuff I said. My boss wouldn't tell me what I said or who I said it to.
Right.
And then I went to Job Corps. I got a job in security. I kept that same job for over 5 years without getting fired. And I did that by not talking to people because I realized if I make a joke in front of a bunch of coworkers, 10 of them laugh, but one of them is made uncomfortable by it, they can just go to HR. And HR won't tell me who was offended or what I said. So I thought, best not to even.
Yeah, I mean, don't make jokes like that in the workplace. You can make jokes
Maybe
in the
just do your
workplace,
job.
but they shouldn't be like that.
Like joke around at work. I will just joke about this kind of stuff with close friends, not people at the workplace.
Yes, that's okay. You learned normal human interaction.
I've never hit on any of my coworkers. I don't shit where I eat. Like if you
don't
break up with a
shit
coworker, you're still
where
gonna
I
have to see your ex
eat?
at work every day.
That's a funny saying.
So that's not a fun thing to do. So that's why I never hit on a coworker. But I've noticed this. Just go a little bit off topic. Where are you even supposed to like hit on people anymore? You can't hit on them at work. Everything on dating apps are crazy now. Like
What are we doing?
It's, oh my god. Every fucking day I wake up. Yeah.
What kind
Where-
of
where am I even
incel
supposed
shit
to-
is this?
Where am I supposed to get laid nowadays?
where
Oh,
are you even
mm.
supposed to like hit on people anymore? You can't hit on them
Don't fucking hit on random people, dude. Like,
It sounds like a skill issue at this point.
also, yeah.
at work. Everything on dating apps are crazy now.
That's an assumption. That's a skill issue. Everybody on dating apps are crazy now. A taken man, by the way. Like, Jar, how did you find your girlfriend?
Like I didn't really go to school, so I don't have a high school sweetheart. Like I'm always careful when asking people out. Like as I said before, like my girlfriend, I only asked her out because a mutual of ours told me she was interested.
I mean, it is a bit hard in the age of information, the internet age, but it's still possible. I mean,
Of course, I have a relationship right now.
yeah.
Yeah, so that does something.
Then why would you say that? Why would you make it sound so impossible? Jar, you bagged someone.
You guys see what I'm saying? This girlfriend sounds imaginary at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's it called? Why did you make the second response video?
It was because I found that call with what's his face, Vincent Skullman. I saw what I said there, and I thought, okay, this.
Oh, I haven't heard Vincent Skullman's name in a hot second.
It was because I found that call with what's his face, Vincent Skullman. I saw what I said there, and I thought, okay, this gotta prove it. And also, my first response, I was joking around way too much. People couldn't tell when I was serious when I was joking around, so I thought, okay, I actually need to take this seriously. I thought about things for a long time. I'm going to just say what's on my mind, try to make things more clear, get straight to the point, and of course, make things shorter. And it just, of course, didn't work. Less backlash in the first one, but I don't think I could have made it any worse in the first one. the hardest part about all of this, though, by far, is that
Vincent
most people who watch my
Manchin.
video don't actually watch it. They watch
That
the
is
live
not Pookie Vincent. That is Vincent Skullman. That's a different Vincent.
streamer giving their opinion on what they're seeing. Because around 2024, my numbers suddenly like started dropping really, really fucking fast. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, Jar, your numbers fell because of the drama." No, it didn't. My numbers were falling before then. So I just don't have the numbers I used to like.
I mean, he was able to pull some views. It wasn't until he got fucking canceled that they just like tanked entirely.
Say my piece or whatever. And
Did you post Vincent flashbacks, Julie? Yes. I did. I think it was time to make a second response, but I'm never gonna make a third one unless, of course, like I have like actually no, I'm not even gonna say that. I don't think I'm gonna make a third one ever. He might go back on that.
Okay. Yeah, the
He changes his mind quite a lot. And I mean, like, he's allowed to. I'm just saying.
hang on. Yeah, oh, sorry, I keep getting fucking.
Oh my god, you guys, we reached 100 likes! Thank you all. That is so sweet of you guys. Now let's reach 200. No, we don't have the viewership for that. I think the only time we had the viewership to reach like 200 is like during the Heaton stream and the one where I talked about Ponder Sprocket.
I lose my train of thought.
Now one-on-one. Hell yeah!
Man, it's a long call.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like you addressed like pretty much everything in the first video. I mean, so the second response video was just a redo to like take out the jokes and just cover the cool that you found.
Yeah, and you know, fix my wording a little bit, make because I want people to know that I don't do like a whole how they call the sleepy time calls. Like they think it's like a romantic thing where I'm doing with the other person. I hate that they're called sleepy time calls. It's not the name I picked. But...
Guys, can I say something funny? In the Patreon server, in honor of this fucking meme, I made a VC. And you know, sometimes people fall asleep in VC. In the Patreon server because we have late night talks in the VC. No? Okay, I can't say something funny. Never mind, guys.
I'll say it for you.
I can't say something funny. So no, I'm just kidding. But we named a VC. Sleepy time calls in my Patreon server. It's funny. Sleepy time calls are actually goated. Just a robot ruined sleepy time calls. No, I know you were kidding.
Yeah.
It's okay. I was taking it in jest. I was playing into the bit. It's okay, guys. Guys, don't be mad at the person who said no. It was just a joke, okay? Just to clarify for everyone. Yeah, I mean, Discord sleepovers are fun too. Like people just like kind of like, you know, it's fun to just like chat into the late night. And then, like, fall asleep or whatever, and then wake up the next morning and be like, where the fuck am I?
But I guess they are calls that happen around sleepy time.
Truly, I barely got any sleep because the Patreon server call. I'm sorry, like.
That was your choice. Your choice. No, I'm not letting him slander you. The choice.
The sleepy time calls are fun. Join the server so you can listen to us say dumb shit. It's true. We do say dumb shit. We watch Britney Broski TikToks until we just pass out. And then we wake up and we're like, where the fuck are we?
Please join the Patreon, guys. Please, I'm starving. Truly hasn't fed me for 4 days.
No.
At Gremlin's Chaos donated $5 to the nation. As a homeschooled autistic, his excuses are so soggy that I'm surprised he hasn't fried himself like a phone in dirty sock water.
God damn.
I shit.
Thank
shit.
you.
Talk for
God
shit,
damn.
So I
or
guess you could call
queen
them
or
that, but
monarch or whatever you are.
Yeah. Chula keeps us locked in the basement and gives us grains. It's true.
never do them in a romantic way.
Really?
I never do.
I mean, look, I went and looked at the times on it.
I mean, yeah, you shouldn't do it. Like you can have, like, fucking friend sleepovers on Discord and have it not be, like, fucking romantic, creepy shit, you know? That just happens.
Yeah.
I feel like if you can't, like, have a sleepover with your friends without it being considered, like, romantic, that's, like, a you problem. That says more about you than about, like, the act itself. Why would you do that with someone facing predator allegations? Creditable predator allegations.
Like if this was anybody else, no one would laugh. But it's the fact that it's with a predator is why everybody is clowning on it.
I don't care if Jar, like, falls asleep on call with friends. Like, I don't care. It's the fact that he did it with someone he didn't really know, that he was only in contact with because he was talking with her about her fucking groomer allegations.
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
what are we doing?
that one image, I don't know if Julie can pull it up on stream, the cat being sent from the heavens with a loud booming voice. Hello. That is how Julie wakes up the server.
That's true.
True. It's very true. I had to be the one woken up by it.
Yeah. I wake up and I'm like, hello? Or like I see that people are like in my VCs, like they just fell asleep in my VCs and I join, I'm like, hello?
And every single one of the calls he had was and every single one of them was either like late at night
Jar ruins sexual jokes for everyone. I do it and I'm funny, true.
or had a message before or after mentioning sleeping. So it does look pretty damning. Pretty much the only call.
Wait, what is this?
Do them in a romantic way. I never do.
I mean, look, I went and looked at the times on every single one of the calls he had with Cindy Bear, and every single one of them was either like late at night or had a message before or after mentioning sleeping. So it does look pretty damning. Pretty much the only call that isn't was the call that you released. So the sleepy time calls is a pretty damning allegation, I would say.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're beating that one.
Well, I'm trying to. It's just like it's hard because I don't have any of those calls recorded, and I can't show people what happened in them, and she doesn't either. So it's like
See, that's another thing. I mean, why? Like, if you're saying you're not trying to flirt with her, why are you building this personal relationship with her? Like, surely every single call you have with this person that you're making a video about should be recorded.
Yeah, I mean, if you're purely doing business relations, yes, it should be recorded. Like, if you want to joke flirt with your friends and, like, everyone's on the same page, that's so much different than someone you're trying to have, like, a professional connection with because you're trying to figure out more about the predator allegations!
I get that. It's just I wanted her to trust me so I could get the information out of Jack and Eno.
I wanted her to trust me, so I asked her to fall asleep with me on call. What?
I wanted her to trust me, so I sent her an image saying, "Want to see my cock?"
And I sent her a message when she sent her cat saying, "Nice pussy."
And I was planning to record more calls we would have later on because I wanted to look into this deeper than anyone else did. I really wanted to get to the bottom of what the hell was going on here because like something just didn't feel right about this whole drama. It just seemed to blow up real.
A lot of mainstream SGWs were presenting real leftist thought in a watered-down, simplified way, so it was easy to misunderstand and see it as logical. True.
Yes.
Quickly. And Jack being like, "Hey, I know my roommate groomed someone. Give me money. I'm gonna spend on My Little Pony."
Yeah, that GoFundMe was pretty egregious. Yeah.
But I wanted. It takes me a long time to feel.
I mean, yeah, I don't like if Jack is in a position where he's disabled and his finances are being directly impacted, I think it's fair to be like, guys, I need a little bit of help. Like, if you disagree with it, if you disagree with like doing GoFundMes for that, don't donate, don't do it. Like, hello? Pussy Ron, how did you message nothing in my chat? You literally just sent a blank message.
Also, yes, I do endorse Hyrax labor.
What the fuck is that?
Sorry.
I'm
Someone
scared.
sent the screenshot
Oh.
of that in channel. Of that in chat. Yeah. Get to work, boy.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Guys, stop sending nothing in my chat. Y'all are scaring me.
Anyone, and I would not do that. Like, my girlfriend knows me. A lot of other people have defended me, saying like, "Yeah,
oh my
I
god,
know
I
you
did it. What? It's that easy? Okay.
like weird shit, but I know you well enough to know you want to do something like this, and I didn't. I had no romantic interest in her. I wasn't trying to flirt with her. I really wasn't.
Oh my god, that's Pudgy. Hi, Pudgy. Dude, Pudgy, I got you confused with Pudgy Budgy earlier.
Oh, truly, I got some things I want to say on stream real quick.
Oh no, are they evil things?
One of it is. On to the jar getting fired by HR. I know a bit about HR because my ma works as vice president for HR for a company. It takes something really bad to be said to get fired by them. Really bad. And yes, as someone who just recently had to go to an HR meeting to report something at the workplace, it takes a lot. Like, the company has to have solid evidence of it happening in order for it to be a fireable offense. So Jar honestly got yeah, you shouldn't have said that. Also, hi Rivsy. Rivsy's my editor, guys. Be nice to them.
Where's Ribsy? I don't even see them.
He's in there. He's buried in there.
Okay.
And I know the more I defend, this is the worst part. The more I defend myself, the more.
Jar is a creep, TLDR. So true. Thank you, Jack, for putting that into so like such a beautiful, concise words.
Sorry, you cut out. Hello. You there? you sent a message. Yeah,
Rip Jar.
come here.
Oh, there's Ribsy. Okay, I see them now.
Hi, Ribsy.
When does he come back?
It's the fucking pen.
Okay,
Yeah, me too, buddy.
Wait, can you see me speaking?
Bro, what is this? Okay, he gets back.
Tell me when you can hear
yeah,
me.
I can hear you now. Hold on.
Yeah, like, it is insulting
Oh my god, the Republic of China. Hello.
to me that, like, it does offend me that no one can find my nudes. I've never sent nudes to anyone, never asked for nudes for anyone.
Why does he keep bringing up the fact that he doesn't send people nudes? You don't have to send nudes to flirt with someone. Guys! Why does he keep saying this? Release me!
And all this other stuff. Like, careful, because romantic stuff is the main thing that gets, like, YouTubers in deep shit, and I've been, like, so careful with, like,
Okay, sure.
who I hit on and who I talked
Why not? Sure, let's go with
to
that.
and all this stuff. And then suddenly, DMs get leaked and people are like, and people hate me, so and people don't like me, so of course they're gonna come to this conclusion. And there's nothing I can really do to, like, completely disprove it.
You know, people can always frame things how they want, and it can be maliciously framed, or it can be manipulated, or whatever the fuck, and yes, that's true. Jar is so bad at defending himself.
I don't think it's necessarily about people disliking you. It's just an extraordinarily easy conclusion to come to based on the evidence that's available. For example, I mean, this isn't even with Cindy there, but in the instance of Melly Malware with VidCon, I recall you saying that you did mention just joking at the end of the message where you asked her out to drinks, right? But you then followed the message saying, "Did you see my last message?"
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that seemed kind of like you, because she responded
We're talking about the Mali messages in 2026. Chat will never be free.
to what you said, and he said, "Did you see my?"
We will never be
message.
free, dude.
Yeah, like, do you find it funny? Like, I understand now that, like, I have to be careful with jokes like this. That's why I have been trying my hardest to,
And he, you
The
know, the
joke's
one thing,
impressive.
you know, if he was that fucking socially unaware to where he made her uncomfortable, he could have just said, "Hey, I'm sorry about that. And, you know, that was wrong of me." But instead he chose to say, you know, "You're gaslighting me with your discomfort." Which, bro,
You're gaslighting me. You're
hello?
using the easy way out. The joke in question. I got a gun to your head. I'm gonna touch you. I'm gonna like what the fuck?
what? Sure, what's your question?
change and avoid another situation like this. Because I knew not to say them at work, I would avoid coworkers to not make those jokes, and then now I have to be careful online as well.
Female coworkers. He specifically started distancing himself from women in the workplace. Asking someone out to drinks in a joke. I think, yeah, what's getting confused here is we can chat over drinks, and that was, like, serious. And then he said, like, "You can come back to my hotel room. LOL JK." And Mally was like, "No."
Thanks.
And then he was like, "You know, I'm just trying to say, you know, like, if I see you, I'm not gonna be like, bitch, like, you blocked me on Twitter and now you're going to die." Shout out if you remember that song. And she was like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Because the conclusions people will come to. Like, I know you
Why
said
didn't anyone call the police on this guy? Because I don't think he made any illegal fences.
an extremely easy conclusion to come to. I disagree. I think under different circumstances. I mean, just look at Kumo. Oh, he called her sweetheart. People were sweeping for him left and right, saying, "Oh, that's a common Southern thing to say to women." And I was like, "No, it fucking isn't."
I never. The moment that I saw fucking Kumo's DMs, I knew
We
that was
are?
also-
I mean, it's different interpretations. I call people babes.
Dude, the sweetheart is a very common Southern thing. I not to like dox myself, but I'm from. People say like we say sweetheart, we say honey, we say mon cher. It's a common form of endearment. It's not that deep.
Yeah.
You're just creepy with it.
I call people babes. I call people, you know, sweetie. I call my fucking cat sweetie, bro. Like, hello?
something. Okay, I think you both are in the same boat, to be honest, in that regard. But
The difference is, I believe I'm innocent. Like, I don't, like, I know people will say you're just making yourself look more guilty by saying you're not, and it does come across as me being defensive. I know it does.
If Jar was to just outright deny the allegations and say, "No, I didn't think that's how it was coming across," that would be one thing. It's the fact that he goes into these super weird allegations of, like, getting into a point where nudes are a prerequisite for flirting.
Yeah, it couldn't have been flirting.
Like, if you're
And
flirting
show my
with
dick.
if you're flirting with a girl, you know, on, like, a messaging app and stuff, do you think people just go on, like, Tinder? Well, yes, people do this. But, like, do you think that that's, like, a requirement to, like, you know, want to talk to someone on Hinge or whatever is to be
Excuse
like,
me, ma'am.
excuse me, ma'am,
I am
here is my
approach-
penis. I'm gonna get clipped for that.
Excuse me, ma'am. I am approaching you with sexual intent.
Yeah, like what?
The footage you will see is of my hog. So anyway, how are you doing?
Sweetie,
can I ask you?
sweetheart, honey, honey bun, darling doll are all things I've said because I grew up in the South. I have actively had to censor myself around my friends because it comes off as weird. Exactly.
Yes. So
I just wish people believed me when I said no. Wasn't interested in her at all because the main
Yeah,
thing
I
that
mean,
insults
that
me is
sucks.
that
Some
like
people
I
will
love my
believe you,
girlfriend.
some people won't believe you. Some people, you know, will have issues, and, you know, it is what it is. People are going to believe what they're going to believe in he said, she says, you know?
She does.
It's
Like,
an
I was getting ready
unfortunate
to move in with this woman.
fact of
I
life.
love her to death.
Yeah.
She is fucking hot, dude. I would never. I'm not gonna do better than this, dude. I'm saying.
What are we doing? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I wish you guys luck. That sounds good. But
It is common in the South, it's just not common everywhere, so you have to be prepared for it to potentially come off as flirty for the rest of the Anglosphere. Yeah, and that's a fair assessment.
yes.
I was going to say, it
Very
does seem to me
true.
as if your main motivation behind like pretty much all these responses, as you said, your main priority is to beat the simp allegations. It's basically
I
just
understand.
to it's driven by the desire to not ruin your relationship, is what I'm gathering.
Well, of course, but like my girlfriend and I have talked. She knows how I've talked to other people. She knows like I wouldn't cheat on her, especially with someone like Cindy. She knows that Cindy, again, herself said I didn't think it was a pass.
This is
So
just interpersonal shit that I really cannot care about at a certain point.
from standard, it's not.
Boo, I
Let's
don't
know
give a
something
shit about your
Kumo-
weird
Kumo claims that you
relationship.
have
Go
fabricated-
back to the
Kumo-
fringe.
Yeah.
Kumo claimed that you have fabricated allegations against yourself in an attempt to create some sort of immunity for potential future allegations. Is there any merit to this thought?
No. I like, dude, the guy thinks I was trying to rape Cindy. Like,
Right.
like he fabricated those allegations against me.
Yeah.
And my best guess is.
And I won't defend that. I remember the first time I heard the call
Yeah.
and I heard him say, you know, Jar could have raped you. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. How did we get there?
The fuck starts a conversation like that?
Photoshop
Just
grooming
sat
allegations
down.
because 5 teammate about me, but I didn't make those, and I couldn't have made those because unless of course I had help. But I'm dyslexic as fuck, and the person in those DMs has like perfect spelling, and they're using emojis. And I like never use emojis. Like I have
Let's go.
Yeah, like Kumo, when he first saw them, he was like the only person, aside from a few others, who thought they were real. And when he confronted me about it, I just said, dude, my video's gonna be about this, gonna be out in just a few more days. Can you just like wait? And when Kumo thinks you're guilty of something, he's gonna think you're guilty forever. And I kind of find it funny that people act like I'm a self-reporting dumbass, and they also think I'm a super smart guy who's manipulating everyone on puppet strings simultaneously. Like, which is it? Am I this super smart genius who figured out, yes, I will fabricate these allegations against myself as an overshield, or whatever I'm doing, or am I this like really stupid guy? Because you can't have them both be true simultaneously. I'm not George Bush.
Well,
What
Julie,
a
if you know how
what?
you and your boyfriend operate and are on good terms, would you put your personal business like that out there like Jar's doing right now? No, because it's not people's business. Like, I don't like put out my fucking partner and I's like, you know, how we handle our relationship.
no.
I mean,
No.
whether what's that?
Like you think they're real?
What, fabricating allegations against yourself? I do kind of find it weird how you seem to encourage like the sexism and racism allegations.
When you encourage them.
Like you bring them up all the time. Like in the call with City
Yeah.
there, for example, you're like, at least call me racist, or at least like, yeah.
Oh
No, I
no,
said-
he was saying, you know, like misogyny is more accurate, and it's like, okay, what are we doing? It was a dumb point.
I don't want to be racist Jar anymore. I want to be sexist Jar.
Yeah, that's right.
But those are not things I'm fabricating against myself. That's not like with those photoshopped DMs, those really poorly photoshopped DMs. Not he, but she, that's Chaos and her friend roommate. They made those against me.
Okay, yeah, and that
They made
was
that.
terrible of them.
Okay.
And-
I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest with you, but
Okay, then I don't have any idea what you're talking about because that's the only thing I can think of that Kumo might be talking about.
Kumo said that. I
Yeah,
don't fucking know what he's talking about. I was just asking you.
Okay, well, that's the best guess I have because when Kumo thinks you're guilty, he's going to think you're guilty forever. It doesn't matter what you do. He has this like really big hate voter for me for the longest time, and he's just a very odd and quite disturbing individual in my opinion.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I cover him in a little segment in this video, and to conclude, he's worse than you. Although I do have a lot of issues. Like, I probably won't bother putting this in the video because I'm saying it in the video. It's like my criticism of you or whatever. But essentially, like, yeah, I mean, actually, I will ask you this actually. This I will probably put in the video. So in regards to that, like, after I mentioned, you know, how I started the conversation by basically asking how you mentioned you developed a hero complex or whatever. And you said some of the lines of you wanted to be a firefighter when you were younger, and of course you want to like, help people, whatever. But I was more referring to I think it's in the Cope and Safe Code, you lay out a whole this whole list of like 5 women that you've basically gone in on like dramas for and like defended them from dramas, like Hopeless Peaches being one of them, or like Cindy Bear obviously being another, and I think you mentioned like Toby or something, Majestic or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like Princess Elizabeth is probably the first example.
That's right. You mentioned them as well.
I just think it sucks when like there's someone standing alone, everybody's against them, they have like no hope out of this. And with the Toby thing was like not initially my idea. Like
I'm zoning out, dude. This is so like nothing.
people kind of dragged me into that one, but even with the Cindy Bear thing, I just want to get on her good side. And then after that, I wanted to talk to Eno and Jack, get her side of the story, then talk to Eno and Jack, remake the video again. I had this whole thing planned out. I know I've repeated this like a gajillion times already. I'm not trying to put all the blame on Kumo because I was the one who panicked and uploaded what I had, not knowing what
Well, I mean, I'm at least glad that he's clarifying that. Definitely sounded like it earlier.
to do at that point. But yeah, I have helped out people in the past. It's just everyone I helped out, aside from Princess Elizabeth. Like, okay, I helped out Spockter. He did stupid shit and then quit. Peaches did stupid shit and quit. Why even help people? Like, I don't gain, like, I do get that level of endorphins, like, oh, that feeling you get when you do the good thing, but then they do stupid shit, bad shit, and it's like, well, what was the point of this? Like, I helped out someone who was probably a bad person from the start. Why even do this at all? So, like, yeah, I kind of don't want to help people, like, at least not like how I used to. If I want to help people, I guess I'll donate some of my money privately to, like, a third world family or some shit. Probably go a lot further with helping those types of people out.
What are we doing? How are we getting on these conversations? I love calls with Jar because he always goes to, like, the weirdest fucking point ever. Like, yes, I made my YouTube channel, and, you know, I do want to be able to help my YouTube channel, even though I know that, like, I could give my food to, like, starving children in Africa or, you know, whatever the fuck he's going on about right now. And it's like, oh, he has such a bad filter.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, like, more broadly, the I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I think you basically answered the question, but more broadly, would you say, would you have gone and defended, like, Cindy Bear if it wasn't for your experiences in, like, the Hopeless Peaches or, like, Spockter dramas and shit like that?
Well, I'm going to repeat this again. The only thing I was going to help her with, if she was telling the truth, was like, hey, she censored it herself. It's still bad, but less bad. Like, killing 5 people, that's bad, but only killing 4, less bad, but still bad. That was the only thing I was trying to defend her on, but I was also trying to get into contact with Jack and Eno, and I'm tired of...
Why would you need to make that distinction? Literally, why would you need to make that distinction?
The thing I was going to help her with, if she was telling the truth, was like, hey, she censored it herself. It's still bad, but less bad. Like, killing 5 people, that's bad, but only killing 4, less bad, but still bad.
The vulgarity of numbers, you guys. The vulgarity of numbers. Why would you need to make that distinction? You're still committing murder. What?
That was the only thing I was trying to defend her on, but I was also trying
This serial killer is less bad than this serial killer because this one killed less people than this one. What? Why are we doing this?
to get into contact with Jack and Eno, and I'm tired of people...
Genuinely just saying shit, exactly.
Including you, constantly leaving that part out.
What do you mean?
Like, I was like, okay, Cindy, here's the next draft of the video. How I gained your trust. Awesome. Can I have the contact information of Jack and Eno? Thank you, Cindy. Now I'm going to reach out to these people and get their side of the story. Oh, fuck. Kumo leaked out my video. Oh, fuck. I panic uploaded what I had. I've never even heard of someone else being in this situation before.
I definitely don't leave any of that out. I don't know what you're talking about, but...
Yeah, but you keep asking, like, would you have
I
defended...
tuned out. What is he saying, bro? Like we just said, he's just genuinely just saying shit.
Did Cindy, like, you defended Cindy this, you defended Cindy that. The thing is, that wasn't, like, the intentions. Like, especially when you hear me talk to, like, Vincent Skullman.
Okay, you can say that, but... like, as I said, you've been pedantic about the grooming label, and also on top of that, there's the...
Nice, okay. Shout out to Lord Crust for, like, not allowing him to deviate from the point, bringing it back to, hey, you're being fucking pedantic.
sorry, I lost my train of thought, but there's the, yeah, I mean, yeah, there's just the fact that, like, you got rushed by Kuma, but the end product you did release was a very pro-Cindy Bear video.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And so it doesn't really necessarily matter what your intention was.
And it was ready to go out. Jar doesn't realize that the reason why it got publicized is because he was ready to publicize it.
Because you
Yeah,
did
it was ready to go.
Yeah, and it wasn't like people just put out a video and were like, oh, you know, we're gonna leak the script. You know, it wasn't some KP shit where they're like, oh, we're gonna leak the script and, you know, the audio or whatever. Like the audio draft. It was like the fully rendered, edited video.
Fully rendered, edited, just ready to go.
Exactly.
I was gonna pull up like another word to say. I kind of forgot what I was gonna say. Hi, Chad.
Rear
Keep
end to
going.
bow.
Yeah, that is the video that went live to your audience, right?
I know. I didn't know. It was very stupid of me because I just thought, okay, I'm just going to post this, and then when people ask about it, I'll just say, okay, look, this wasn't what I was going to post. Kumo did that, and I didn't think I had any chance of like reaching out to Jack and Eno after he did that because I knew Jack and Eno were watching his video, and then I thought when he posted that video, fuck, no one's like, I can't like walk back on this now, like no one's going to believe me. And if you don't want to believe me, dude, I'm going to be real here. If you don't want to believe me, that is fine. That is fine because like I can't 100% prove it one way or another. And you saying like it doesn't matter, to an extent, I do agree with you. That's why I reached out to Eno because of how my video affected her, and I apologized.
Yeah, also, I do actually kind of want to ask, why did you want to reach out to, like, what was the point of reaching out to them? Like I get you wanted to get their side of things, but couldn't you still make a, like, video that was negative then by just, like, looking into the story?
It's because people were complaining that I don't reach out to people enough in my past, like, drama videos. They're like, oh, you should have reached out.
And yeah, I mean, that's true. Jar did get shit for being like, hey, you didn't like go to get these people's, you know, information or like, you know, their sides of the story. And he was like, yes, okay, I'm going to project that onto people being accused of grooming with tons of credible evidence.
Out to these people and get their side of the story. So I was like, okay, fuck, I'm gonna start doing that now. And now I realize why. If you want to know why I didn't do it to begin with, I think this is a pretty good reason for it. I'm not doing that shit anymore. I'm done with it. I don't give a, like, no other drama channel pretty much does that. So like, you can't expect me when pretty much no one else is doing that.
Fair enough, yeah. I mean, like, I tend to.
Reaching out?
Yeah, I tend to reach out to the people I'm talking about, but they rarely ever respond. So, I mean, yeah, respond. So I had this call as well.
Yeah, this is something I've noticed. Like, people will reach out to me. I will like pick up the phone and talk to them, and I know it won't go well for me. I know maybe I'm just being stupid here, but I sometimes it does go well. Like, there are some people who say like, yeah, I'm totally on your side. I want to defend you, but I'm too scared to. And I'm like, that's fine, totally get it. And
Crazy.
with you, like, I know you're gonna get some money out of this. People are gonna react to your video. People are gonna say like,
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh my god, he's talking about me. Hi guys, I'm reacting to the video.
Totally get it. And with you, like, I know you're gonna get some money out of this. People are gonna react to your video. People are gonna say like,
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't uploaded it in like 5 months. The video could just die on release. I don't fucking know.
It's Shark Tank, man. It's gonna like get the eyes on it. But
True.
when it comes to me, the longer and longer I've done like videos on YouTube, the harder and harder for me it has been to like figure out how to do the right thing, how to make everyone happy. And sometimes you have to go with one way or the other. And I know it sounds like an excuse, this and that, and it's a really rough situation I'm in. And if
So keep going.
yeah, if there's one video I wish I never even got started on, I wish I never ever even started on the first draft of this anything. This was too serious of a situation. I didn't expect things to go wrong like they did, but it was my decision.
You can talk about serious stuff, but you have to know how to. You have to treat it with the
Yeah,
care it
you can't-
deserves.
Yeah, you can't pull a KP and just like fucking crack jokes the whole
Have
time.
millennial humor over rape allegations. Like what?
I think that's the worst part. It's not even the fact that it was like jokes. It's the fact that they were just so fucking unfunny. It's,
Yeah,
It was
it's
my
just
decision to get
so
involved.
unfunny.
it's pretty bad.
And I'm facing the consequences of those actions. And I can keep saying like, this isn't true, that isn't true, but most people are saying, especially now, no, you're guilty, you're this and that, and it does suck. But if I could get another chance to like get back to making videos, I would like to. I'm never gonna make the same mistake as I did. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words.
It's okay.
I'm not gonna make the same mistake again. I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. I want to move on with my life, and I do
I
agree.
don't think he really has learned his lesson though, and that's not me saying that he's not allowed to move on with his life. But at the same time, if you say you want to move on with your life, move on with your life. Jar, you know, doesn't move on. He keeps coming back to this.
What I did was not okay. Not the stuff I actually did wrong, of course. I think it's a little overblown with how much people talk about it. I think it's a
And
little.
you know, it's not just like him mentioning like, oh hey, yeah, this happened, that was wrong of me. Anyways, continuing on. It's the fact that he dedicates so much time to it, to something that he's supposedly trying to move on from. And you know,
Yeah,
people
and
can say,
he-
hey, you deserve to move on from this because you properly addressed it or whatever the fuck. You know, people are always going to want you to address X, Y, Z. And, you know, sometimes it gets exhausting and you don't know exactly what the hell you're going to even be talking about.
I'd also argue that he tries to defend himself a little too much. Like, if you truly acknowledge that you've done a bad thing and you're a bad person for that or whatever, you'd at least say, yeah, that was pretty fucked up of me.
Yeah, I mean, I
But,
don't
like,
know
he
Jar's
doesn't
age.
do it.
I just know that he's either close to 30 or is 30.
Unk status, to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it is
Junk,
what it is.
maybe.
Little much, and I think I just can't believe it's already been a year. It's been over a year, and people are still fucking talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm personally just fucking slow making videos, and I had a bunch of other shit I wanted to do before.
I'm not blaming you.
Yeah. Well, actually, I found it interesting that I reached out to you, and then like a
Unc
couple days
don't
afterwards, you ended
blame
up releasing
him.
a second response. I was like, what the fuck? was I like loosely associated with fucking motivating that? But I don't think so. Right?
You were a good argument for me for when people said, oh, Jar, everybody was done talking about this, and then you revived it, and it was like, no, people were still gonna talk about it, you dumb fucks.
Yeah.
They're still gonna. Like, I just saw a video on Cine that was 2 weeks old.
At Gremlin's Chaos donated $5 to the nation. Throwing more money at you because I wanna share in my hype because I just passed my GED. Jar, this is what self-taught social adjustment looks like.
Hell yeah! I'm so proud of you. Congratulations, dude.
What did the dono say? I had to talk to my father. What happened?
Yeah. Oh, this person just passed their GED. Thank you so much for the donation and congratulations, dude.
Congrats! You did a really good thing. You did a really great thing. Now your job opportunities will be a lot easier.
True.
Trust me.
Everyone,
As
put,
someone who had to
put,
do
put
virtual
W's
school.
in chat. Yeah, everyone put W's in chat for Gremlin Chaos.
Please in chat. Congratulations. Very proud of you.
Sold. People are still talking about it. This whole only I'm keeping it going. Bullshit. People are still talking
Absolutely, other people are keeping it going.
about it. I could kill myself, and people will still be.
What the fuck? Okay.
Whoa!
He said that.
Alright, buddy.
He said that in the fucking call with Yen too.
Oh my god. It's okay, buddy.
Oh my god.
Put the charger down.
He said that in the call with Yen, and it fucking flashbanged me then too. He makes this point of like, I could kill myself, I could blow my brains out, and people will still talk about it. Whoa, buddy, calm down, Jar. Don't kill yourself, Jar, and I mean this seriously. If somehow you hear this, Jar, do not kill yourself. It's not worth it, dude.
Yeah, just that. Jar, if you can hear me, haha, you suck. Anyway, don't kill yourself. Just say I was wrong. Don't do drama content, and stop pandering to the right. Ben Shapiro does not need to whip you any further, buddy.
Did you guys see the
You're
fucking
free now.
Israeli Jar meme that he did? I just remembered that for some reason.
The what?
I don't feel like showing it on the stream.
You dumb fucks.
You're gonna have to show me after.
I just saw a video on Cine that was 2 weeks old. People are still talking about it. This whole only I'm keeping it going. Bullshit. People are still talking about it. I could kill myself, and people will still be talking about it for the next 2 years.
Well, to be honest with you, bro, like, you just don't address that shit at this point. You're done with it. It is a year-old topic. Like, it's for us to milk, other creators,
Yeah, but I'm just blown away with the amount of milking. Like, I always knew I was a cringe person. I'm awkward. I always knew I would get canceled. This was not.
I think it's not like they're talking about the 2-year-old stuff and just going over that. It's the fact that Jar has repeatedly done stuff like this where he continues to give his takes on and then people react to it. Which, I mean, that's what happens when you're a public figure. If you talk about something, people are gonna, react to it. And if you're known for making horrible shit takes and not taking accountability for something as egregious as defending a groomer, then, people are gonna start A-logging you. And it's just, it is what it is.
Not in the cards for me on how it would happen. I expected the big document thing to get me canceled. Like, someone would drop a big document with all these screenshots, video clips kind of thing.
Yeah,
huh?
The 300-page Cinderella document. Sorry.
The Cinderella reference.
Yeah.
Guys, we have less than 10 minutes of the video. Lock in. We need to lock in.
That's what I was expecting to happen. Not something like this. I will say it really came out of left field for me, and I know you're gonna make the video. It's gonna, make me look not the best.
It's a highlight reel of embarrassing moments, to be perfectly honest. Yeah.
Of course it is. But if I was in your shoes, I'd probably be doing the same thing. So I can't really be mad at you for it.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I just hope.
Then why are you blown away, Jar?
I just hope my numbers
why?
can at least go up a little bit, just a little bit.
I mean, good luck.
I think honestly at this point it's obvious that you've lost a lot of goodwill with your audience in general, just like the community as a whole, I would say. And so I think you going and making drama content right now.
That's why I wouldn't want to be a huge public figure with my platform being big. I'd rather just be a guy who makes a video every once in a while and is more a private citizen. Honestly, yeah, privacy is such a cherished, part of life that you just lose a lot of when you become a public figure.
Yeah,
and Lord knows that happens with me. I've lost so much privacy over the years.
Like the items and Hassan videos and all that stuff kind of just goes to show you haven't learned your lesson. As much as you say you have, I think it indicates otherwise to a lot of people. And I don't know, because I do like what you're doing with the third channel. As far as I can tell, that's all just film reviews and shit, right? And you haven't done anything drama-wise on that. It's just reviews, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people give a shit about that. Because, it's not like... There's levels of severity. I understand people saying that Jar shouldn't have a platform. And I can't say I entirely disagree.
I fully agree. Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, peer review, you can see for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I did take it on and watch. I think I watched the first release and that was it. But yeah, I do appreciate that you're trying that. But and it's not going great, obviously. But I think if you keep putting work into it and figure out a nice review form or some shit like that, people that will give you the goodwill again. Just don't need to doing drama shit,
I get that. I get where you're coming from, but if I'm not going to have any goodwill, might as well do it like this. And God, I'm tired.
Fair enough.
Give me a second.
Dad Cool Kali donated £2 to the nation. Reason for interview: I want my numbers up, Jar.
That's not the way to go about it.
We gotta get my numbers up, buddy.
I've learned my lesson in getting involved. with like Cindy's stuff. I've learned that lesson. I just think it's a little messed up that, you know, I had a pretty good track record up to this point, and like you bring up my audience leaving me. My audience was like randomly starting to leave me at the start of at the very end of 2023, and it was so random to me because I was like getting more views than ever before. Then suddenly like everything just like dips out of nowhere.
Well, I mean, after looking into you more and more, it does seem as if it's not like out of nowhere per se. Like it does seem like this is being building. It's not just like obviously the Cindy situation was like the big fucking the big bang, the big moment, the big story.
Yeah, I mean, shit happens.
It comes back with it, but and like it seems to me as if this is like a sort of pattern behavior, repeated behavior that's kind of like been building over time. I'm just like.
Well, yeah, that's why I started like moving away from drama to begin with, like 2 years ago, because I thought, okay, everyone, no matter who you are, everybody has a pattern of behavior when it comes to drama, and if I do have a pattern of behavior that I'm not seeing, I think it's time to step away. And as soon as I start stepping away, I feel like was in the process of that. I feel like that's when people really were starting to get angry with me, and I was like really confused. I guess they thought, oh, he's going to get away with everything now that he's no longer talking about drama.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that. What did he say?
As soon as I started stepping away, I feel like was in the process of that. I feel like that's when people really were starting to get angry with me, and I was like really confused. I guess they thought, oh, he's going to get away with everything now that he's no longer talking about drama.
One more time, because I'm hearing the words, but it's not clicking in my brain.
This is like a sort of pattern behavior, repeated behavior that's kind of like been building over time. I'm just like.
Well, yeah, that's why I started like moving away from drama to begin with, like 2 years ago, because I thought, okay, everyone, no matter who you are, everybody has a pattern of behavior when it comes to drama, and if I do have a pattern of behavior that I'm not seeing, I think it's time to step away. And as soon as I started stepping away, I feel like was in the process of that. I feel like that's when people really were starting to get angry with me, and I was like really confused. I guess they thought, oh, he's going to get away with everything now that he's no longer.
Okay, so they thought he was just trying to get out of it by, you know, like leaving drama. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Like if he's like confused about that, like I get the interpretation, but at the same time, like yeah, it's probably unfair to a degree. Yeah, like
You're talking about drama.
Right. Yeah, well, my only other recommendation, which I will also mention in the video, is, yeah, stay off the fucking the Discord, you know, play Smash Bros. With kids, probably. That's probably the two recommendations I have.
Yeah.
I haven't played Smash Brothers with people on Discord in like forever. Like,
Yeah.
I just started doing that when I first started my Discord, but then I, you know, was like, I had a roommate a little later, and me and him played Smash, and then like, you know, you can play Smash online with people, and I just don't know how.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think that Jar should have a mixed community either way, because he's already made some he made some major fuck ups when he did.
Everything went to shit for me because you brought this up yourself. You think I'm the least bad out of like Birdie, Cindy, Kumo, and the others, and
It's not a competition.
Well, I don't
Like,
know, who's the others? Who's the others? Because out of Buddy, Cindy, and Kumo, yeah, for sure, you're probably the least bad out of them, but who's the others?
I guess forget it. What I said about the others, just
Yeah.
those three.
Yeah.
Out of the four, of course you're not going to do a video on Goblin Girl. No one cares.
Yeah, romantic goblin is literally just a footnote in your video. That's about-
Goblin girl, that's so silly.
Yeah, but like when it comes to like what I feel insulted by is I agree with you. Granted, I'm biased because like it's in favor of me, so of course I'm biased. But what shocked me was just how much it blew up, like how quickly, and like the amount of videos, how everything was spinning around me, and I thought if it happened a little bit sooner, like one year ago before it happened, when I had a lot more goodwill, I think I could have handled it pretty easily.
I mean, maybe, but there's a reason this drama blew up, okay? It is, and there's also a reason why my fucking video is like fucking the longest I've ever made. It's because like day after day, especially if you're watching this live at the time, it was just day after day of just like crazy fucking shit happening with every single person involved in this drama, and it was all circling you, and you just like kept getting involved in these ridiculous situations and have all these fucking crazy social interactions. So.
Yeah, it's true. Jar like kept getting involved with this shit. That's what I say. Like it's not like a thing where people just like he does nothing and then people react to nothing and then just drag it out. Like Jar is an active participant in why this is dragged on for so long. And you know, Crest makes a good point there. You like putting that off to him, and Jar's probably not even gonna fucking understand it and say some dumb shit in response. And if I'm right, I don't know, y'all owe me like $5.
It's a captivating story, I must say.
I guess so. I guess so because I didn't expect Templeton to get canceled. And like he kind of like pulled himself back up, but like
I don't think Himpleton is canceled, bro. Like he's fine.
He's still like collabing with people in the community from what I've seen, but I do criticize him a bit in the video.
No, that's fine. I don't really like the guy either, but I really just want to have at least one more chance, like just to make drama content again. Just to...
No, stop, Jar. Fuck off, dude. Like he's like, I just want, you know, I want my 70th chance right now.
Like chat with people again.
You ain't got the pass for me, but whatever. Like I'm not gonna be able to single-handedly stop your career. So if you want to make drama content, you do that, I guess. But that is explicitly what the whole message of my video is. I think you actually do cause harm if you're making drama content. Whereas like if you're doing like reviews and shit, I actually can't see how that can cause harm. So like if you got a bad take on Star Wars, Acolyte, whatever, well, you know, it's not gonna hurt anyone.
I'm yawning because I'm fucking tired, dude. The call is literally almost over. We are almost free.
Well, I agree with that. That's why I started like moving towards it. It's just, you know, I think I talked to you enough. My laptop's almost dead.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, you have a good day, Horde, Crest, and...
No, thanks for having this conversation. It is much appreciated. As I said, like, the only credit to do so.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm not a pussy like the others.
Okay.
Or maybe I'm
What?
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, you have a good day, Horde, Crest, and...
No, thanks for having this conversation. It is much appreciated. As I said, like, the only credit to do so.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm not a pussy like the others.
Jar's not a pussy, you guys. Okay. Sure, why not?
Or maybe I'm an idiot.
I
don't
mean,
know.
either or. But
True!
there wasn't really too much to in this.
Yeah, second.
Like, that's not, like, knowing who to give your time and attention to doesn't make you a pussy because you decide some people aren't worth your time, you know? I feel like blindly giving your time and attention to everyone because you're afraid of looking like a pussy is way more fucking bitch made.
But yeah, alright, I'll see you later.
Bye.
Guys, we did it.
Dear Lord.
No! No! This is a
Not
fucking
agreement.
frog bait video. We have Brittany Broski and Sailor Moon. Yeah, that's my YouTube. That's my YouTube. Funky frog bait, Brittany Broski, and Sailor Moon. Guys, we did it. How are we feeling, chat? You guys want the bunnies up on screen? That's the wrong button.
Yeah.
Nope, that's
We need some
There's
chud
the bunnies.
recovery.
I wonder what Jar family members would think if they saw his video. I mean, according to Jar, a lot of his family is like a piece of shit. So I'm sure he doesn't care.
At Cloverized, you donated $2 to the nation. Jar is such a fucking enigma. How does he do it?
I don't know. I feel like he's such a spectacle.
He truly is. He's like an amoeba that I have to put under a microscope to observe.
Yeah.
Not like dehumanizing, but like, damn.
I love Funky Frog Bait too, dude. They're so cool. Guys, I'm tired. I was gonna go visit someone after this and like just go get out of the house and like have fun on the weekend because I have a busy weekend coming up. And like, guys, this is like the last thing, you know, like this is the fucking Friday, you know, like before you go on like a week break, you know, like before Christmas break or whatever, and you're like at the Friday and you're like, just fucking get through it.
Yeah, I feel like I just lost 20 years of my life.
Yeah, I mean, Jar always feels like that.
God, he's so draining.
Guys, would it be really funny if I raided you guys into another not live Vincent Martin stream that's not scheduled? Wait, it was scheduled for yesterday and he just didn't do it. What? What? Is he okay? Guys, is Vincent Pookie Martin alive? Okay, thank God. I was worried for his safety for a second. But I need to go have, you know, I don't know. I have a fun weekend planned. And this was the last of my work. Thank you to everyone who showed up. Thank you to everyone who donated. You're all so cute, so nice. And
Thank you. Please join the Patreon. Shout out to 20 Soul, my editor's band. I promised him I'd do that.
Okay. Bye, you guys.
20 SOL. Bye, guys.
Have fun.
Hope to see y'all in future streams. Bye-bye.
And just so you know, I've done this entire stream naked.
What?